recording of you saying that?
No.
Neto, what party view did you want me to wear?
What?
How many's in the server now?
Still
83.
Still. Alright. I'm gonna give it one more minute and then we'll open it up.
I have wondered about you. Where will you be? Oh shit, wait, the mic's on. Oh well. Well, that'll get edited out. Alright, let's see, who do I still have for...
Yeah, if the communities that are here want to start giving me the numbers, I'll go ahead and get them written down. Alright.
Small multi tonight.
For the centaurs.
Only a handful. Oh well. Yeah, thanks, Yash. I appreciate it. I'm just enjoying myself. And I have the commercial prepared. Let's see, there's 90 people in here.
Be able to fit in.
And they should all be able to fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be at about 122, possibly 124, because there's two people on 29. Yash, I'm gonna change the music out and have it blasted on purpose. Don't worry. But thank you for the extra call out.
Connected.
Really
Yes, we can read.
Hey, I'm Greg.
And I'm on standby now in case I get any more URLs.
Macaroni.
And cheese?
My mic shouldn't be soft. It's just I'm speaking low.
I'm currently using the...
Also, I did lower my volumes here, so let me know if it's still bad, Yash. Hey, Slashy, how you doing? I'm thinking after this stream.
Austin convinced me to
Wait, where is this? Where is this? What?
Hey. Let's
It's okay, the music can be loud.
keep the team speak.
Its audio levels are definitely the voices are speaking over the audio levels. It's okay.
You can get a Patreon tier.
I'll pay for it.
I might actually legitimately consider getting like
For like $5 thing, I buy so.
All
Make it
profits go to the
£15.
EU server.
£15 in a butt.
Yeah, righto, Slash. I'm thinking after this stream, we'll develop some
But that voice is rich.
Sunday
It's
ops.
a hard bargain 50.
User join you.
Hey, Andy, Correction Towers.
Hey, Stone, how you doing?
Join from Centaur.
Thanks for joining us.
I'll give you a box of Andy
Appreciate the hundo, man, as always.
for 2 months.
And I hope you keep enjoying the operations, man. If you have any...
Okay.
Here, real quick.
Medic.
If you have anything you ever want to see in Arma Stone, you let me know on Discord, and I will make it a priority. Oh my gosh, no one likes my music. Okay, fine. God, I just want to have fun, but no. Jared, thanks for the 18-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this. Hey, Jarut, how you doing, too? So, we do have a commercial in between rounds 1 and 2. It is just meant to be like a meme commercial. The serious one was during the EU branch. It was Stargate. Very fun. I'm still a bit soft, you sure? Because it's going in the red on OBS, man. I don't know what to tell you. Like... It looks loud enough to me.
Running a little bit behind today. I apologize for that. As always, I would like to plug our wonderful rule set that we have. Please make sure that you're...
Do you hear Anderson over the music? Because that's what OBS is telling me.
And making sure that that is all kind of squared away. And
Because the music's staying in the green, but Anderson's going in the yellow.
please do that. Please don't make us be dicks. We don't like to be dicks, but if we have to, we will be. All right, we're the night underway, and since it's a mission maker request, I'll go ahead and get this. I'm going to get this out of the way. I need all of our individual players.
I died.
Players not affiliated.
But they broke the rules, so it ended up being a draw.
That is Centaur to slot on N4, please.
F.
The majestic herd.
They do travel in herds.
No, I just lowered the desktop audio thing all the way down. I'm keeping it at -5. But I don't know what to tell you. The levels seem fine, so.
Get...
Audio is going up to -10. Music is now going up to -25.
Let me get the second on Blue 4. Ryan, if you could unslot for me, I'd appreciate it. Let me get the second MRB on Blue 4.
That's okay. Alright, so I'm getting some last minute additions to my multi. So I have to get these out.
Let's get the 29th on Op 4.
Phil, won't you take PL and let Brennan try platoon sergeant?
And let's make sure. Cool.
Is TK and AA together tonight?
Quick, calm down.
I mean, if you guys, if the music's better for now, I'm not,
2, 1.
I'm just basing it off of the numbers on OBS, but if you say it's better, then by all means, we'll keep it at that level.
Cow on, no. CSC on Op 4. Let's put Tau on Blue 4.
Let's go Bravo, boys.
Let me get 1 RW on Op 4. Let me get Myrmidon Legion on Blue 4. Clarification from Mission Maker, this is a no advantage mission, so I need to calculate the N4 and the Blue 4 and equal that to Op 4, correct? No.
To be equal numbers, N4 is separate from all that.
Okay, that makes it easier. Let me get SOG on Op 4. Arma Addicts on Op 4.
It's been a while since we've seen one of these fights where it's 2v1. The numbers advantage comes into Independent being with Blue 4. It's also really interesting to see Independent with thermobaric weaponry. That's going to be very nasty. But I think Blue 4 is going to spawn on a carrier.
Let me
if I were to make a guess.
DPL on Op 4.
What brings me around here, Pickled? I mean, Friday Night Fights, I guess. Something I saw Barb streaming
Zeus Community
back in August. Decided to jump in.
4.
Been doing it every Friday ever since. I've only missed a handful to other ops. Ah, that reminds me, I need to get people signed up for Audrey Hotto's SCP op. FNF for life, yeah, I mean, it's fun. Probably won't play it again, admittedly, because I didn't like how much my heart was beating, but I'll keep commentating it.
TK.
Love how Blue 4 doesn't even have command yet.
Blue 4. Are there any communities that have not been slotted?
Also, Nem, feel free to drop by. You've already seen it, but the fun commercial plays between this round and the next round, so.
Anybody else that has not been slotted?
UPSC.
How many from UPSC?
6.
All right, let's get UPSC on.
You're sitting this one out? All right.
PSB.
You gonna chill with me then, buddy? Hey, Tiny Jedi, righto. You know, I've been telling people over the past 6 months, hey, you know, we got better stuff coming, we got better stuff coming, we got better stuff coming, but
Bravo 2.
we're going for Echo 1.
I'm gonna still keep saying it the more I think about it, because I keep trying to find ways to outdo myself. Keep pushing the envelope. Because we have to finish up Mandalorian to then do another one for TSB.
Player that was
We got some really interesting night off stuff coming out.
You may come.
Until I burn myself out. Yeah, exactly. Forge! How you doing? Forge,
Get the slot on N4. Just stay on N4.
Forge, tomorrow, like, in the morning, will you be up, like, 8 or 9-ish? So we can set up that thing. And then Yash, I'm thinking next Tuesday. Morning to afternoon. Are you good for that? Forge, it's for everyone else. I'm talking with Forge over setting up a Roll20 for something I do on the side, and then Yash, I'm setting up to set up the lighting and the green screen, which will make sense after the we see the first commercial between rounds 1 and 2.
Go ahead and get your company together. You have 60 seconds.
You're British, yeah. Oh, right.
Jump up to 2 platoon A, please.
Mention already can't because not working from home. Right.
Don't worry.
What day would be good for you then, Yash? Between this Sunday and everything forward.
I could really use him in.
TSB should probably go to Bravo 2.
We have a whole BMP not being crewed.
Yeah, Forge. So
Can we get?
if you're 5 hours ahead, that should be like 1 or 2-ish.
There we go. Should be good.
Okay, Yash.
Lennox and
Nice.
Sam, could you
I
take
don't know. I also like to have these conversations on stream, so it shows everyone else, hey, you know, I'm working on things.
You better not fuck up.
We're making progress. We're trying to, you know, get more stuff done for everyone.
Alrighty, Hassinger, 60 seconds.
And I need a
That
double
sort of thing.
squad lead. Colin, I would like it to be you. Kevin, bump up this team lead. You guys can arrange.
Yeah,
it how
Forge.
you'd
So
like. Not
1
have
p.m.
team
your
order.
time then. So in about 12 hours.
I need somebody else to take Hotel 1 because we do get 2 armed UH-60s. Does not.
I don't know
matter.
how effective those AA pieces are going to be. Excuse me, those helicopters are going to be because of the AA, but we'll have to see.
Jesse, bump up. Oh wait, actually no, never mind. You're good. All right.
Is there going to be an on-the-ground part? What do you mean, Samuel?
Quickie.
I was on the ground for EU round 3, but I'm probably not going to do that again for a very long while. So it's just not my cup of tea.
I need a Bravo 1 team lead.
I can take care of it from SL.
Okay. Again, somebody go into Hotel 1 as either crew chief or crewman co-pilot, does not matter before I tell somebody.
Here, I'm going to send Bloodwing a quick little video.
That's your 60 seconds, Hassinger. Yes.
Me petting my little squishable here.
Have a 30% advantage, and the mission says no advantage.
That was covered. They I needed to try to get it as close as possible between blue and
Oh, right. That's because I went to that's because I was an AT assistant for EU round 3. Good catch.
I would say limited just a tad.
Yeah, no, I'm commentating with Barb for the next 3 rounds. Thanks for noticing that.
Do what now?
Completely forgot.
It's a 30% advantage right now. That's probably too much.
Take 6 people and put them on op 4, please.
Okay, let me look through here. BPL, you have exactly 6, so let me get you all to go over to op 4. I apologize. Oh, are you? Wow, I wrote you down for blue 4. I don't know what I'm reading. Oh, I see what I did. Let me get them.
Yeah, right, Forge.
Myrmidon Legion, let me get you all to switch.
So I will admit the
to op 4.
The multi is a bit small tonight. I don't know where all the streamers went.
Let me get you all to switch from blue 4 to op 4.
But there should be another 2 or 3 people joining to make it 124. That's the server cap. By the way, if you ever thought about commanding or squad leading in FNF, we did have a round. I think it was EU round. No, it was round 3. They were asking for people to step up to command, and it could have been anyone. So I know there's actually been a handful of people that have asked me, hey, how can I ground command as a fill-in? And it's just, you got to show up. And sometimes you're given the opportunity, so.
Hold on, I don't know what's going on with recon.
That
Yeah, right, Forge. I know.
Cyrus hopping up to the.
I know Myrmidon has a weird process to do it, but you can always come in as a solo.
guy in your recon slot's gonna end up swapping over to Op 4. I think you might be okay right now.
Like you have, if you come in as a solo player, you have like an 80% chance to play, but it's a near guarantee by round 3. Because usually they're down to like 115, 120 by then, and there's just a handful of extra slots. Not been feeling it? Yeah, I feel that, man. Neptune, how you doing?
You're gonna need at least 3 in that recon.
When we get to map screen, I'm gonna switch this on to something else.
Bravo, go here. Now go up to recon.
I'm feeling Homeworld Beast battle.
Company medic spot.
You need one more in company.
Green Shake, come up. Slow, come up. Uno, come up. Tart, come up. To
I'll
company
take
recon and company command.
I'll take
No, to come in the company command if you don't want to.
We can just merge off. It's easier that way. But...
I'm fine, Neptune. I'm off the adrenaline high. Still kicking myself that I had the gun over ranged. I completely forgot to check when I looted it, but hey, we all make mistakes. No one's perfect.
Colin, take 2 platoon lead. Kevin, go up the squad.
But today's been a good day.
Pickles,
Got these commercials made. F&S been going all right. And then after the stream, I'm going to keep streaming. We're going to do some mission development. I'm going to make the public op for Sunday, make the T3 op, and then...
can Bravo 2 push up then?
I believe...
Yeah, if Bravo 2 push
something
up,
else.
You get it fixed.
You go squad lead.
Pierce.
If you feel like it, then we'll work on
You okay with Zulu?
Russia round
severe
2
for PL2?
But we'll
I mean,
see.
ideally, I am more comfortable.
Coffee's
with
gonna last me till like 1 or 2 a.m. before I start having the auditory hallucinations. I usually have late at night, so.
Move Reaper's Insanity and CFEG to up to Bravo 1, please.
Yeah, right, Forge.
No, we can't move them. They're gonna have to move themselves. Yeah, there they go.
Bravo, you need to go up to squad lead. Or Pop-Tart, my bad.
He's in the bathroom right now. I'll find him.
Or if or Reach command Bravo because they're the only Bravo unit.
That Green Shade, you can't be in Bravo 2 by yourself. If you want to pop up and take end of Bravo 1, it doesn't matter. You just can't be down there by yourself.
I was gonna join up with Twig.
Oh, Pop-Tart move. Go down with Bravo 2 then. It's fine. And you two can be together. All right.
That's fine. You can let the first platoon leader figure that out. All right, Red 4, you good? All right, I'm gonna take that as a yes. Hassinger?
I guess.
Twig, you haven't Pop-Tart moved down or not? Because Green Shade can't be in that Bravo 2 by himself. Come on.
Sorry, buddy. I told him.
I just realized I think I'm doing 11 missions next week.
Automatic rifleman, please.
2 Sunday, 2 Monday.
All right, let's push her on to the map.
2 Tuesday, 2 Wednesday, 1 Thursday, and then potentially 1 or 2 Saturday. I think I might drop Saturdays, because by then I'm going to be dead. Like, burnt out dead with that much juicing.
Server looks like we have 4 slots left for play, so still 4 slots to get you.
Oh, we're first based on deception. Gosh darn it.
Thanks everybody for coming and spending their Friday night with us. And if you're still connecting, you have plenty of time. There's a map brief as well as our safe start. Mission Maker, can we get a brief?
Yes, attack defend. They are sector defense. Blue 4 and Int 4 are working together to retake turn.
I knew it. I knew it was going to be naval based.
Int 4 has some rockets and a way to communicate with Blue 4. Op 4 has significant assets to deal with said problems. Any questions?
From our company leaders.
No questions from me.
What's the
Wait, actually, yes. Do they have any boats? Because that was a problem last F&M.
They have 2 Mark V SOCs as stated in the description, yes.
Nice. Good, yes.
It's non-sequential.
Non-sequential, yes.
Thank you.
Don't block the roads.
Last 19's disabled?
Mark 19s are disabled.
Okay.
Alrighty, this will be round 1 of FNF. Good luck, have fun. It's gonna start right now.
Alright, jumping upstairs. Barb will join me.
Oh,
How you doing, Barb?
Say that along with him. Hey, I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
Oh, you know the process. Hit F1, make the menu go away. Hit P, hit J, hit page up for like 20 times, and then you're good.
Yeah, I'll hit your J, all right. What?
Always with the innuendos. All right, so it's a 2v1, which we rarely see in FNF, but they're often about once a month, I'd say, give or take.
Yeah.
Actually, it's been more so like you'll have one and then another the next week, and then you won't see it for like 5 or 6 weeks. But still, it's a good thing to have here. So, otherwise, we have Blue 4 and Independent versus Op 4. 2 sectors up for grabs, one in Cherno, one in Balota Airfield. And for all of the people joining us who haven't seen an FNF since the previous year, real quick on the changes. First off, the marksmen are no longer... why am I looking Independent when I say that? Marksmen are no longer at the platoon level. There is a single marksman now in the X-ray squad. And Barb, can you take over? I'm apparently having some mic troubles.
No problem. You sound fine to me, but yeah. Okay. I didn't even hear where you were at, so...
That better, Yash?
Some of the changes,
It's not because of that, it's because I changed my things previous thing.
An X-ray squad on each side. They have to be completely filled to be used, but that limits it to 1 marksman per side.
Alright. Yash is my audio guy, so...
But honestly, that's the big one to me. The other ones are pretty inconsequential. As for this mission, like you said, we have Blue 4 and Green 4 working together. The numbers are even so that they have a slight advantage over Red 4, I believe, in addition to the fact that Green 4 is already on the ground on this southern coast of Chernobyl. Meanwhile, Blue 4 are offshore on a destroyer, awaiting insertion via 2 UH-60s, 2 Mark V SOC boats, and they also have 2 little transport rigs as well. But that should be more than enough to get them. I wonder if Gores is going to come and take a picture next to the American flag as Red 4 again.
They do that in a previous round at a spawn point?
Yeah, once everyone had left the destroyer, I want to say it was Gorskowski. He came in and he stole a boat, went around and... no,
that sounds like something Mountain would do too. Didn't he land an Mi-8 on the... It
was an Mi-8. It wasn't a boat. It was an Mi-8. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I thought that was Mountain, but it might have been Gorski. Both of those names ring a bell.
Yes, it is. It's all a blur these days.
At Blue 4 spawn, the fucking helicopters, the rotors being that close scares me.
Oh yeah, doesn't it just like... Oh, it's like...
That just gives me anxiety looking at that. Ugh.
I couldn't squeeze through that gap. I'm not a huge guy. I'm a big guy, but I'm not a huge guy. I could not fit through that gap. That is concerning.
That is really tight, but I'm scared about saying things like that around you because you'll probably make a sex joke about it. So, otherwise, what do we want to break down first?
Well, as far as let's do one side. So we already talked about Blue 4. At least their assets. They are U.S. Marines, I believe.
Yeah, it's Marpat Wood.
Yeah, Marpat Woodland. They are.
Seems to be a theme. They like to pick Marpat a lot for this, and yeah, we are seeing some Scar H's. That's to help balance out the 7.62. I think this is actually mostly going to be a 7.62 fight. Let me check Op 4 real quick. No, they have 5.45. That's
interesting.
All right, so
creative liberty.
I get that, yeah. And then both of those sides have body armor. US obviously has their plate carriers. Op 4 has the Russian plate carriers, which are slightly superior. But it's an interesting choice to see the 20-round Scars going in the field, though.
Yes. What's going to be interesting is Green 4.
He has 5.56 chest rig, but he has...
and they're using that...
but he has 19
Green 4 kits that we saw in EU, which is Alice webbing, Tiger Stripe, and then Russian helmets and gear. So this might actually be a PID issue with the Americans, where considering the fog and everything, I could easily see some mis-PID happening between the 6B helmets and the dark green and black camel pattern. But we shall see.
So Nemesis just told me in chat the FNF mod switch is the vests. If you take a vest, they all have the same armor value for balance reasons.
Okay, so what we saw in that one EU match was just coincidence and kind of placebo, I'm sure.
What, for the first round?
Yeah, with the Alice webbing.
Well, Alice webbing doesn't give you body armor, though. I'm talking about the chest rig difference between Blue 4 and Op 4. They're both the same exact armor level. It's ammunition is the difference, though. That's what Nem's telling me.
Okay.
You okay?
Sure. I'm not going to question it. I'm already too tired to question it.
All right. Now, what I think is interesting, though, for Green 4 is, yes, they're 7.62, so they're kind of commandos. I mean, they're not commandos, but wait, what? Are you okay?
Are you okay?
You just said you're going to punch me.
No, I said they're a little punchier. They're 7.62.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if
I think we're both going crazy. But anyway, what Green 4 has a good advantage here is that they have a marksman themselves, and they've got 2 machine guns. PKP specifically. So basically scope 7.62 machine guns. All of these guys can pack a really devastating punch, but the one saving grace for Op 4 here is that none of them have body armor. So they're going to be easier to take out, even though Op 4 only has 5.45. However, as we've already seen with EU Round 1, just because one side has the bigger caliber doesn't mean that they're going to win their one-on-ones. In fact, the side with the body armor is going to usually overpower it. But the extra marksman for Green 4, I think, is going to be really, really nice in this terrain as long as Green 4 can get into a good position to utilize it. Good positions would be either far off on the, the little hill to the north of Cherno at point 34. That can offer some really close-range shot in the fog. Shots in the fog can help cover that up. Or they could try to get in the center of Cherno, climb one of the grain silos if they're not spotted, and utilize that to basically shoot at whoever is around. Especially since Sector 1 is massive. But on the Op 4 side, with that 5.45, the body armor, what also is concerning is we have BMPs in play today. Usually they're the flare mortar BMPs, the BLB, I don't even remember the designation, but yeah, these are full-on BMP ones. I would assume that the HE rounds have been unscripted from them because those would be very nasty. But the machine gun, the coax, excuse me, is a definite threat, and I would assume it still has its regular round capability, because otherwise they wouldn't give BMP ones, they would probably give that flare mortar one instead. So they have cannons. They're going to shoot. But
yes,
I want to see how effective they're going to be against what the infantry have in store here. And visibility is not anywhere past, I want to say, 100 meters at best.
Yeah, effectively 100 meters.
Yeah.
Obviously silhouettes out at 150.
More or less, yeah.
My mind too. I'm turning to you.
So far we've got a pretty solid defense group. It's just, short range. Body armor 5.45. So we got Green 4 as glass cannons, but with good weaponry. And we have Blue 4, who doesn't really have any good support assets, because the helicopters, even though they're armed with the M134 miniguns, and they do have scopes on them, it's going to be very hard for those choppers to be effective. No, I take that back. The fog, actually, you can still see stuff from the sky, but if we were to look at Charlie 2 for
Victor Reznov.
Okay, there, yeah, okay, no. Sometimes when they get into vehicles, it throws them at the bottom, so I thought there wasn't a Charlie 2 for a second, so I'm like, wait, what the hell? But yeah, no, so Victor Reznov has Enigla.
Yes.
And he also has his assistant, which means he gets more warheads, so those helicopters are not going to be really useful here.
For long, yeah.
Now, of course, since they're at the ground level, it's going to be harder for them to kind of spot them through the fog, but at the same time, I'm looking up and I can still see the sky clearly, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. Plus, they could just put him at a high point, and he can pretty much lock down the entire AO from the same grain silos I pointed out that Green 4 should take themselves.
Yes, right now they're heading towards the factory area, which would give them plenty of rooftop space to move around. Yeah, I was thinking maybe if they're in the city, in the urban part, it's going to be tough for them to get a good lock, but no.
Yeah.
If they go to this place, this is a Daisy classic area. Just all these large rooftops, just perfect for rooftop sniping and camping. So that's going to be perfect for Victor Reznov and his trusty Igwa.
Now, the other asset Blue 4 has, the SOCOM boats. They already mentioned in brief the GMG is rescripted to something else because of GMG, any sort of autocannon or GMG can be outright disabled. Damn. But that can be pretty OP. But still, 250 cals and a 134, and the fact that Sector 1 is on the beach does make those boats a threat normally. That saving grace here is OPFOR has 2 BMP-1s, and that cannon, I think, is designed to shoot those boats if they come close. But OPFOR's already taking one of those BMPs and going on reserve with them to the way northwest, and let me see if I can spot where they moved that other one. They moved it right in next to Sector 1, a little more inland in the city on the northwest, I guess, as a reserve piece if they need to adjust it anywhere. Another thing I saw is OPFOR was given thermobaric ammunition, but I don't see any launchers. So, is it the GP25 that's thermobaric, or is that launcher crate?
GP25, yeah.
Yep. But is, I don't know where the launcher is. Like, I was under the impression it would be an RPG. So
RPG warhead, but I'm only seeing 26s. I'm not seeing an RPG 7 tube anyway.
I'm thinking maybe they moved them to the car. My one issue though is the reason I stopped putting thermobaric GP25 ammo in my crates for players is ever since they updated it, it creates a lot more smoke than it honestly should, and it creates a very nasty little hiccup on the server when it's fired. So, especially with this many players, I'm a little worried that something might happen, and if it's poorly timed while, you know, a side's engaging the other side, I think we're going to see a lot of trade-offs as the server catches up and detects that people get hit, but people are going to be able to put a lot more bullets out before that hiccup happens, which can make or break a firefight.
Yeah, and we could also see people crashing out, having to process those effects.
Yep. Oh, that's awesome.
Smoke effects are taxing in general, both on the players and on the server. So we'll see what happens, but I'm just gonna do the best, I think.
I want to direct your attention to the Southern Church in Cherno. OPFOR is the defending faction. Defenders usually get the Fortify tool so they can build some custom things. And look at what Patriot and Tarnfolk have built on the southeastern side.
Lord. I mean,
it's actually pretty damn cool.
But that is very cool, but yeah, those sandbags...
They could build another layer of sandbags up there and the cord would still be over it, but...
Yes.
Like, again, I am gonna build an op or two that focuses on the utilization of the Fortify tool, because there are so many creative things you can do on a map, especially in defense ops, to make these crazy little pillboxes and whatnot. Looks like he's having some trouble actually getting out of there, though.
Yeah, because, like, look where you put the ramp. You put it over it. There he goes. Oh, God, he almost...
He didn't take any damage, but at the same time, safe start's still on, so they are invincible. But it's an interesting note to see that.
Absolutely. Otherwise, yeah, we do have that one BMP to the north. We have X-Ray also to the northwest. Looks like they're not even going to bother with Sector 2, which I don't blame them. Cherno's a much better sector to defend in general. That Sector 1 area, it is pretty big for sector standards, but...
this is about
a
55 v 55 v. All the extras are put in independent. So it's 55 v 55 plus.
But they're going to be able to come in
10 to 12
work together. That's the other thing.
Which would be about 122, 124 where we're at right now.
Is this Green 4 force just acting as a bit of a thorn in the side, distracting them as they land maybe in Chirunaya Bay over to the east. I really wouldn't think they go for a direct drop off in the harbor.
There's 12 up
or
there.
That south little docking area where Red Force spawned at. But I mean, it's NA. We could see anything happen.
Yeah. So people are asking me what the official numbers are for things going on. I would estimate, because I forget, and people join in after we get thrown in the server to fill up the server completely. I'd say it's about 55 blue 4, 55 op 4 with 12 on green 4. I think that would be an accurate assumption there, because again, no numbers advantage, but the numbers advantage is meant to be on Independent, who is the strike team for Blue 4, like the local Trinaris Defense Force Resistance, however you want to, lure yourself or get immersed in this, but...
Real quick, Sector 1, look at that little landing area where they've built, they put all the trucks at.
I'm looking... I can't find it. Give me a grid ref.
Side of Sector 1, like the box of Sector 1, and right on the southeast side of it.
Oh, wow.
All those tires stacked on top of each other. Jesus Christ.
Amazing.
That is giving me a panic attack.
See, I want to direct your attention, if you go there and look northwest at the hotel complex, look what Senior Trooper Daniel here is doing. He's trying to build an archway up to the rooftop, but I think he's a few points short to fully fulfill that.
That and mission has started, so he can't build anything anymore.
That's the highest he can get. I mean, I like the 2 bunkers up here, don't get me wrong, but...
Yeah, no.
And he built a ramp back here to get up there. I love these players, man.
That's a lot quicker and a lot safer than taking the ladder, though. That is something to be noted.
So, by the way, Op 4, defense-wise, has put nothing on Balota. This is going to be a full-town sweeping sort of operation. Looks like the BMP is repositioned to potentially do that, and you do still have 2 Op 4 guys, Husky and Stottenbay, who took an open UAZ to watch to see if any Blue 4 come up on Balota itself. Blue 4, meanwhile, has deployed a boat with 8 people in it, 1+7, and they also have an RHIB coming in, which is solo crewed by Hassinger. So 9 people going over to Balota. They'll be able to take that. And we have a chopper deploying to the northeast. And that has 10 people in it. I would assume a pilot and co-pilot plus 7. And I think they're going to go fly over and potentially talk with Green 4 here, as Green 4 has opted to start off going on foot, but they got 2 people bringing those Vics up as well. So a little bit of an interesting start here. I'll be curious to see if Blue 4, since it was said that they do have communications with Green 4, if they try to establish radio communication, make a coordinated plan here. Second chopper.
Jesse's chopper is, they're both flying over towards Green 4's location right now.
Yep, second chopper is fully loaded. It is 1+13. And it's again flying that way. I think they're deploying over on the right side, potentially to back up the Green 4 advance here. We are seeing 1 chopper starting to come in and land. And looking back, we still have a lot of people on back at base here. They're mounting up in both of the remaining boats. Who is the first casualty?
Corporal Edging. He hopped out of the boat too early and got armored, and he didn't have a Nimia situation where he drowned while unconscious, but or just drowned in general, but that was very close.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so he went down, but he's back up.
I still can't believe that happened. That was
right?
Literally right when she was about to take a breath, she drowned. And I'm like, oh, that's... She was pissed off after that one, too, but that was so adorable.
Too. Someone else, I think Pickles, I think Sergeant Pickles just let us shut off at his boat, which, hope no one heard that.
At this range, Op 4, I don't think would have heard it, especially since it is raining. So it will be a little hard to
yeah, that is true.
See everything here.
It's interesting how the capture sectors, the 2
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
side of the airfield, not the
9.
ATC or the hangars, but just a little observation for me. That's
You're
all.
right, Nam. I'm
Hassinger
done.
is actually off on his own. He took a rib by himself, so he's doing his old thing.
He is 2IC for Platoon 2 HQ, so I think he is working with Major Cullen, who is the platoon lead. So I think they're just spreading out here. And we are seeing some members of X-Ray. You know, they're still up here. They're still looking around. Do they have the marksman rifle? They do not. They're just two riflemen.
No. Stanners is the one with the marksman rifle. He's back at actually in Sector 1 on one of the shipping cranes. Yeah, I'm excited to see an actual assault here in Cherno because that's going to be a lot of vertical engagement with how Red 4 have set up their defenses between the people on top of the town hall, the people on the shipping cranes at the docks. We have people on top of a hospital as well. It's going to be very, very vertical, which is going to be nice to...
Yeah, they've done a really good job of mounting up in buildings that give them a lot of elevation to engage, and utilizing the fact that even though Blue 4 does have support assets, they're not going to have any help from those support assets to hit those positions. Now, if Blue 4 or Green 4 can properly find where Charlie 2 is, which I believe they are over at the construction complex, but I don't see the AA gunner over here. The AA gunner is at the silos, as I properly predicted.
Yes.
But they're going to have to be careful because once Sector 2 gets taken, Blue 4 is definitely trying to do an encirclement. They will go from, not the waterway, but from other aspects, and that area will quickly become on the front line.
Yeah,
so they'll have to...
in round 3 of EU, amphibious D-Day-esque landing doesn't always go well when you don't have loads of artillery and air support. So if they were to do that here on the beaches of Cherno and the harbor, that would be incredibly punishing for Blue 4. So
real quick,
did not do that.
Op 4's southwestern angle just deaded 2 buildings in front of a bunker they put on the road, probably to deny Blue 4 from hiding behind them. One of them fully deaded, the other one left a little bit of debris, so it'll still be an obstacle, but I don't think they can do anything more to it.
I don't think so either. That's not a bad plan, though.
It is not a bad plan. I agree. What they should do is if they have any explosive satchels left, which I don't think they do, it's just 2 per engineer, they should have another one put an explosive satchel right behind this building where you still have a little bit of a wreck here. That way, and then try to hide it too. That way, when Blue 4 comes behind it to take cover, you can just dead it and blow them up. But it's unlikely that you'll have Blue 4 come from that angle. No. It's hard to say. I mean, this is one of those things where, yes, Blue 4 is limited in, you know, the ways they can come down, but it is entirely possible. Also, that route can be completely bypassed if Blue 4 just sticks to the coast itself. They can get right on top of the objective. But speaking of the objective, I really do like how there's a few guys in the cranes, because it's in the sector. But you can just literally hide in the crane, go prone, and they're not going to be able to take it.
Yeah. And in addition to just being a good...
fucking tires, man.
Position, we do have one of the Blackhawks now flying over the harbor in Cherno.
Yep.
They have ears on it, and they have eyes on it. Reznov...
Yeah, Victor would hear it right now. So he's being told to go out.
Yep.
He's going to get out on the wrong angle, though, and not see it.
Yep. He might be able to get a shot up.
He's going to lose the angle, though, so he's going to run to the other side of the silos. No, he's running right instead. No, he's got to run to where War Dog is. He'd have a better view. Another explosion going off. They're trying to blow up more parts of the buildings here, but it was ineffective.
Yeah.
It caused damage to it, but not that much. Helicopter is now loitering on the western side. Reznov is...
And he's looking at it. No,
it might be just out of his range. He might be waiting for it to come closer because that's still out of range at the helicopter. It could immediately pick up speed and try to lose lock here, but I think he's waiting for it to come in directly. That way when he fires, it's going to be hard for the helicopter to pull out. So he is scoped in. He's getting the lock.
He's going to backblast himself, though. Nope, no, he might not.
No, he's going to try to get closer here.
Yep, that's close enough.
There it goes. And, yep. Good evasion by the helicopter. That's why I was kind of worried when he was engaging from that angle. You want to fire at the helicopter when it's coming towards you, because then it's really hard for the chopper to evade that warhead, but at the angle, he was going perpendicular so the chopper can just jerk right real hard at the right moment because they should be able to track it on radar, and a veteran pilot can actually avoid an Igla. It's still a little bit on luck because of Arma 3, but it is entirely possible. Now, Reznov does have an assistant up here, so he will still have at least 2 or 3 more missiles, excuse me.
Yeah, what was surprising was I was watching the whole time. He was looking around at them as well as the second helicopter.
Oh my god.
Opt to fire a second.
Oh my fucking god.
Maybe he thought there were... It wouldn't have been effective because the first one got dodged, so maybe hold on.
Yeah, also Igla is pretty trash.
Now that he's already burned one with no effect.
Yeah, so I just started laughing because I instinctually, to get out of Reznov's POV, I just hit my Zeus button. Because you know how you can spectate people with the enter key? I just instinctually hit the control Y, and I'm like, wait, why didn't it work? Oh yeah, because I'm spectating. Reznov, he can get that shot.
No, well, no. He was going for that one that just flew over him, but now, it's now the second one.
That would have been a beautiful shot to make.
And here we go.
Sector 2 captured by Blue 4.
I was going for the launch from Reznov, but no, I called the...
Yeah, there you go. You got Sector 2. All right, Op 4 knows they're coming now. That BMP on Hill 34 is a very exposed vehicle. Because Blue 4,
yeah.
I don't think Op 4 knew where Green 4 spawned. Otherwise, I don't think the BMP would be over there.
Yeah, I'm definitely surprised that they haven't really. They sent a little bit of a search party with that one BMP, but that came back, and now the only team that's been out was X-Ray, which is north of Sector 2. So they've been able to make great progress over here on the north and the eastern side with those the other half of Blue 4. Over here, assisting Green 4.
More rounds going up, but the Black Hawk is flying at a good angle. It is doing its best to just suppress the ground. You even have a Reznov firing at it with his gun.
Yep.
Big brain play.
Reznov was firing at it?
Yes, with his rifle.
I don't know. Maybe he's waiting for a landing to come in for an easy...
Oh, nope. He took out the Igla.
Oh.
See, if he just gets it at a good angle, he'll be fine, but I think he's just worried he'll get the other one evaded again. But at least his presence is preventing the Blackhawks from getting too close. Because if they get too close, with the especially since their M134s are scoped, they could easily, if they find where some of these guys are on the open rooftops, they could easily get a few kills. Because we've seen some crazy gunner action in Friday Night Fights, and gunners are very accurate with their weaponry. And look at Hotel 1 right here. I mean, that is a perfect shot for Victor, and he's already lining it up. And he is going to not take it.
He completely lost the target as well.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't, because if he fired, that missile could have potentially gone into the silos itself.
Oh, that would have been amazing to watch. What are you talking about? And yeah, he's just firing with this rifle for some reason.
Hey, it's okay. He's ranging it for his Igla.
Yes, range it for the heat-seeking or whatever lock missile.
So if he were to fire at Hotel right now, it would be a perfect angle because Hotel was coming towards his position. It's now banking left slow, or banking right, excuse me. That would have been very unlikely to lose the lock. So I get why he's trying to pick and choose here, but he's being a bit too distracted right now on single targets. I really don't get why he's using his gun. It confuses me.
He just wants to feel useful. That's all. He just wants to feel
useful. I disagree, Yash. They're in a really good spot for the AA. This is the highest point you can get. This is the closest you can get to the helicopters.
Open. It's, you know...
It's exactly what you want.
Especially.
It's just... I think he's being a bit too defensive right now with his Igla warheads because he caught one at a bad angle and it was able to miss. Because, yes, the Igla is the worst one. Now, if he were to look southeast right now, this would be a perfect shot, especially since it just turned into where the missile would go into. But he's been focusing too much on keeping on the southwestern side. And you're slowly seeing these pilots getting a little bit closer each time. and doing some pretty nasty strikes.
The south part of the harbor, and is almost like on patrol waiting for a naval assault, if I had to guess, but that's something that will not be coming. I have to admit, we're 15 minutes into this. Blue 4 on the east, they still have about a click and a half to 2 clicks to go before they even get to Cherno.
Reznov has a really good shot because the chopper was flying perpendicular to him. Now it's coming towards him. This is the type of shot he wants. This is absolutely the type of shot he wants. No, Reznov, come on. You need to take this one. You need to take that one.
Which one? Which one?
The one that was coming towards him and is now banking right.
Tracking.
Yeah, he's switched to the other one.
There.
And he aims for the harder one.
No.
Yeah, it's
miss.
Again, you don't want to fire at them when they're doing perpendicular right now because it's going to lose lock on the Igla. Again, when the chopper is coming towards your position, that's the best time to hit it because it doesn't have the speed to immediately cut left or right and lose the missile tracking. That's the second time he's gone for one that's going perpendicular, which, yes, they do teach you, aim at it when it's perpendicular because it doesn't have the room to move away from you, but the chopper was still about a click away at the edge of his engagement range. And at that range, yes, the chopper can just, keep going perpendicular. It can make an evasive action left or right because it gets a warning and usually a track feed of where that missile is coming from. And if they time it right, they can avoid it. So again, he needs...
Reznov and War Dog are actually leaving that tower.
Yes, they are.
I wonder if they're coming back in closer to him because, I mean, let's be fair, the choppers are strafing the sector itself. So maybe they're thinking, if we get close to where they're striking, we can have a better chance at hitting it. I don't know, but yeah, this is... I mean...
This is worrisome for Op4, though.
I hate... Reznov's a great player. Don't
he is. Yeah.
To say this, but... I've never met someone who can miss guided lock-on missiles so often.
No, it's this. I used to teach this all the time in my AT training. You have to be very specific on when you engage your air targets, because if you are wrong, especially with the Igla, which is the worst weapon platform in Arma 3, period. At least for RHS. I'm not sure about Cup, because I don't play with Cup. But
who would want to,
No, no, Cup's actually okay. That's a different time. I will dispute you on that one, but that's a longer conversation. But
Liru, keep up the good work.
If again, he needs to time it so when they're coming closer to him, he can hit it as long as it's coming towards his position. Because again, I've already said that a million times, but I don't think he's out of ammo. His assistant should have had another 2 rockets for him or missiles. But I think he's just going to be more defensive about his launcher now. Then again, he might be out. I don't see him with it anymore. Yeah, he dropped it up there. Yeah, no, there was only 2 apparently. He's ditching it. So, Blue 4 doesn't know this yet. They're going to keep testing the waters. They will eventually notice that they're not getting any more AA locks. And they might start coming a bit closer and start hitting people on rooftops. This is going to give Blue 4 a really big advantage here. Who do we have flying, by the way? Because that's also going to make the difference.
Quickie and Jesse.
So actually, fun fact, there's already been a dead Op4 guy. I don't know how, but he is dead. So it's Vargrant, who's a really good player, but let me scroll to Blue 4 at the top of the roster. It is Jesse, who I don't know too much about, and Quickly, who I think I've seen fly in the past. And again, they've been doing really well this operation.
Yes, absolutely. Hey, they've dodged 2 lock-on missiles between them.
Also, Deputy, thank you so much for the 8-month resub. The Empire did nothing wrong. Which one? Star Wars?
Actually passing.
Hope you keep enjoying the operations,
giving them a
and I hope you get a kick out of this. So you really got to hope at this point that Op4 lays their garrisons low, but the issue is once the actual fighting starts, if Blue 4 is taking fire from one of these rooftops, they can just ask the aircraft to start strafing the shit out of it. So, and Blue 4, they've got 2 guns on each, so they can afford to be harassing with one of the guns, and then when it's go time, when this, honestly, it's not even a pincer at this point. This looks like a 3-pronged attack with what we have going here. There's 2 choppers. There's probably going to be LRs on every flank, and they can just call up to air and say, hey, I need you to hit the hospital building. I need you to hit the tall building with the gold point on it, the clock tower, whatever, like whatever they need to put on the you just have to tell the choppers, give them a description of the building, possibly throw a smoke grenade, give them a grid ref, they will figure it out, and then they'll start strafing the shit out of it. And the one saving grace OPFOR still has right now are those 3 cord turrets, which can rip apart an aircraft. They were built for AA. Or also anti-vehicle with that, basically, you know, 12.7 ammunition. So, choppers aren't out of the woods yet, but at the same time, the only times you see choppers really go down in FNF is they fly low and slow. And these pilots so far have been doing beautiful orbitals here and avoiding the statics on the ground. So
their speed up, just always moving. It's been funny. They've been trying to strafe the BMPs. Those M1.
Eagles infrared, so no lock-on warning from radar receiver.
Even top down. Maybe you can shatter.
I've seen it when if RHS though, they still get warnings.
Yeah, I'm more concerned. We're 20 minutes now into this fight.
Yep.
Friendly forces are getting closer and closer. You know, the noose is being tightened around their neck, but it still doesn't leave me with a ton of confidence of how long they're taking this. They're, you know, obviously being cautious and everything. You know, one team goes out in the open, and you know, they're almost like they're bounding, which is great to see. But it leaves them so little time. This cautiousness for action. And fighting in Cherno is tough in general.
I could see OPFOR holding out here with the remaining time because it's only 29 minutes left. Furthermore, OPFOR still has both BMPs in play. We don't know what exact type of ordnance that they have because the HE could have been unscripted, but both are being kept on the AO itself now. And even though this is a 3-pronged attack that we're seeing right here, both BMPs, one could be sent to the left flank, one to the right, and still cover this fully, because I still suspect that... Hold up, chopper coming over, and see how it's doing the really quick runs now? I think by now they think that there's no more AA left, so... They're going to keep doing these wild weasel runs, trying to find where OPFOR is firing from, and potentially try to do some strikes on, again, some of these open rooftop buildings that OPFOR has situated themselves on. And we're already trying to see, starting to see the gunners do some return fire on those spots. So, few free kills could go to OPFOR here. Excuse me, the Blue 4 there on OPFOR. But still, the timing and OPFOR still having those 2 BMP-1s could make the difference here. And Blue 4, if they want to do this attack properly, still need at least another 10 minutes to set up their northeastern flank. What's worse is you have X-Ray for OPFOR chasing the tail of the western flank, and that's only 9 dudes. So if the 3 X-Ray guys coordinate, they could encircle and actually entirely kill off the western approach here, leaving more troops on OPFOR committed to folding in and hitting Green 4 and Blue 4 when they come from the north. And I'm watching Tarnfolk wildly suppress an angle. I think he thought he saw something.
It's getting to him.
Yeah.
He's being affected by the fog, and so yeah, he was shooting at literally nothing that way. I don't know. Like, I would say maybe they'll accidentally see someone. One idea would be Delta Squad. But
so
yeah, Tarnfolk is just shooting off. Yeah.
Another thing that I've been noticing is PKMs for OPFOR, they have tracers. So I think Blue 4 is also getting some really good scouting data here for where OPFOR has a lot of their units set up. We've seen PKM come from the tower building. We've seen PKM come from the Northern Hospital, where you got Olaf and Reznov on right now. And I've seen PKM fire come from somewhere around the church building to the south. So Blue 4 is getting a really good idea of where OPFOR is right now, and I think they're going to factor that into their battle plans. But we're also starting to see the chopper now strafe some of those open rooftop buildings. And I'm already seeing a few bloody bandages around as well, so those choppers have been accurate, which is an amazing feat in all honesty. Leading with those helicopters to hit targets with the 113 while your pilot is flying at a very quick speed to do these wild weasel runs to stay away from cord fire is an incredible feat. I still think the best chopper gunnery we've seen was the first time we were on La Casola with that stone base, and the gunner of the chopper killed like 2 or 3 dudes from a ridiculous range of at least 750 meters, and was still being dead accurate with that thing.
It was just orbital that they were able to do, and even though the range was immense, the aim,
still able to get a few kills.
It was great.
Absolutely beautiful.
Very effective.
So I think Tarnfolk here is actually the recon guy for the western flank here, though. And we're starting to see Patriot and Nursk, 2 veterans of FNF. They're at the fire station now. They got an open doorway up here, and I think they're just waiting to see Blue Force start crossing in. And then, I mean, X-Ray, they're within about 200 meters of the rear element for Blue Force here, Hassinger, who...
Patriot has spotted them.
Again, it's a 2IC. I just heard the chopper get hit.
Or west side.
The chopper is on fire.
Oh, my. So that's definitely the engine out. I would be surprised if it blew.
You know the streamers curse we keep talking about, Barbarian?
Yep. Yep, I do.
I don't know what hit it then.
Mid-sentence, too. That must have been some very heavy and very accurate PKM fire, or maybe...
Yeah, I think they nicked the fuel tank with the cord. Because a PKM wouldn't do that. At least I think it would, and I have...
freaking roster to find who fucking got that.
It might not count, though, because that's Freestyle's crash script to blow it up. But I don't see any cords in the southeastern sector, so that could have, for all we know, been a PKM. I'm also checking the feet of players. I don't see any spent RPGs, so that was just a beautiful fucking shot, and the pilots... honestly, how do I put this? Like, that's just bad luck at that point. Someone got a lucky shot and blew up the chopper. That's
Norty.
Norty?
Norty. He's a machine gunner with a PKM on top of the town hall building. He has one aircraft kill.
On top of what building?
The town hall. He's Delta 2 for Red Fort. And he's going for the second one. And he's actually getting some hits, looks like. I'm seeing ricochets.
That is actually incredible. Wow. You gotta remember, AAA exists. It's literally you're just firing bullets in the air, but god damn, like...
Jesus.
That lucky shot to be sure, but... damn, you know?
Hey, sometimes all you need to be is lucky.
His shots are just short right here, but...
better to be lucky than good sometimes. I'll take a drink.
Yep. I'm impressed. Like, that's a wow moment. Like, some of the shit we catch in FNF.
I'd be surprised if they...
Literally, immediately it just explodes. But, all right, we got the western flank and Blue Force starting to come in. They're going to be first boots on the ground and I guess test the waters here, potentially drawing Op 4 to start over reinforcing the western side, allowing for Blue 4 to do a large push from the northeast.
So, I'm sure they've called that up. We're seeing this...
So, hold up.
No.
Okay. Nurse just got shot by his own friends. No. So Sideways just shot Nursk and knocked him out. Nori, you see, the ghost of the chopper, as it was going down, it was facing the tower, the clock tower building. And the wind was able to travel over the hotel and blow Nori off the roof, thus causing him to fall. He's back up, though, thankfully. The paramedic was able to get him, but he was blown off by the ghost of the helicopter. Obviously, right? Also, Nursk is back up. But we have Blue 4 coming right up to this fire station. We're going to have a bit of CQB. Barbarian is secretly cussing at me out right now. I can hear him, his whispers.
Secretly.
I know.
Secretly.
See, you make sex jokes, I make up excuses. It's easy. And the BMPs are in...
Excuses for sex jokes.
Of course you do. So the BMP is now over here. It's looking around, trying to hit somebody. Blue 4, meanwhile, hiding behind the fire station here. AT is out. I'd really hate to see these BMPs thrown away, but the BMP they're worried about is the one by the church here. And you're hearing that chopper doing some more shots here. As those PKM bullets get really close, and I'm willing to bet it's by our new man, Nordy.
Nursk and Patriot, they have about I'd say a fire team's worth of guys just outside. Kevin's actually breaching in on his own. God bless him.
Fisher the medic just got out of the BMPs, looking around just to make sure nothing weird's going on. You're starting to see Bravo 2, who was with the independent group, starting to come in on the edge of the town to the direct north, and Blue 4 is all over that northeastern hill. What is our time? So in about 5 minutes, 20 seconds, we'll get the 15-minute warning. A lot can happen in these 20 minutes. Grenades being thrown. They're trying to put grenades on the roof of the fire station. Cullen, I guess, threw some grenades up. He's climbing the stairs, but he is now getting shot and gets knocked out by Pointman and Vonk, who watched him climb up the ladder there. They also get a shot off on Kevin and knock him out. Kevin wakes back up. They got some double tap shots on Cullen. He's still not dead yet, though. And I honestly can't tell who's firing right now. It's Nursk firing at Lee and someone else. Nursk gets the kill, though. Again, it's 1-2-1 fighting some of the veterans in FNF. Actually, Nursk is dead. Never mind.
Yes, Nursk did die, but Fisher is here to support Patriot now. And
he's the medic.
Round 4.
From the vehicle.
Well, he's a medic that just took a life. Drops, whoever the hell that was.
Woo. So much for do no harm. So 2 down, Blue 4. They're tunnel vision on where Nursk was.
3. The guy at the ladder outside, I forget his name now.
Yep, Colin, he died because Pointman and Vonk knocked him off the ladder, and he bled out. Fisher and Lee now getting into a gunfight here.
Ooh. Wow, okay.
And the other chopper just went down. The pilot bailed, though.
Hey, yeah, he bailed. Let's start playing the 007 theme. That's pretty awesome.
You can take a guess who I'm looking at. Nope, it wasn't Nordy that got it. Just had to be sure, so he's now running up
absolutely.
To join the Blue 4 guys up here. But Op 4, again, as I predicted, they're pulling a group over to try to encircle this area. But look at the northeastern side here. You no longer see anyone on top of that
How the hell did
medical building.
Die?
Who? Where would Tarnfolk? He's Bravo 2, dead in the building. I think he might have gotten picked off by one of the Blue 4 guys. Jesse getting shot at by the BMP. It's quite possible Pickles or Porter picked him off from in here, but I don't see any blown out windows, but I do see a dead guy in here. Porter is on 1 kill, by the way, so he might have sniped Tarnfolk, because he does have a 7.62 gun, so 1 shot to the head would kill somebody with 7.62.
Matches up. Yeah, the angle matches up, so that's possible.
Hear that BMP going active again, and now you're hearing gunfire from Blue 4's main push. They're suppressing the closest Crane here, which has T5 Bay on it. Often I regard him as the 2nd best player in FNF behind Nemesis. And he is being a good distraction here for his buddies Sholin and Herb, 2 of, I would say, the top 10 players in FNF. Firing at Blue 4 as they charge this large group over. You got Montgomery and Chuplacio. Again, all really good players within FNF. Definitely the top 10%. Firing at this large Blue 4 group. Warwick knocked out. And you're still having, ooh, gosh, War Dog on the western flank just killed somebody. And I think for the most part, the western flank has fallen apart. Also, X-Ray right behind the Green 4 push. No shots exchanged yet, though.
I don't think they're entirely aware of each other's presence.
And now you're seeing the BMP coming around. Both BMPs are coming to the northeastern flank to try to deal with these guys in the open. That could be devastating. An explosive trap goes off right next to Martin, but Martin somehow survived it. I think the explosive was put on the other side of the fence, that's why.
Oh yeah, no, he's an AT, so that was lucky. That just made him a hole to go through.
Yeah, right? You gotta be incredibly decisive on where you put your explosive traps, because if the explosion is blocked by something, it will tank almost all of the damage. But if you make it effective, oh my gosh, you are gonna get so much damage done on the enemy. But these 2 BMP-1s firing a shit ton machine gun. There's the main cannon.
One rocket went over the BMPs. Now they're turning in kind.
Another BMP fire, but the round went over. Blue 4 is pulling off this hill. They really need to consider moving northwest and coming in at a different angle, because this is just too open for them to go on. But Bravo 2, by the way, I lost track of them. They're at the Northern Medical Complex, and
clap. He got
they could get in.
He had an M72.
Yeah, I just saw another BMP cannon fire and clap someone as well. That actually might have been Bay with the machine gun. Nope. Because I thought I saw tracer bullets go by him too. But yeah, those BMPs.
It was just a rifleman. But yeah,
nice.
Cannons are. Oh Jesus.
Oh dear, the medical building is slightly collapsing now from explosive damage. Someone is dead by it. You got bridges coming up close. There's 15 minutes.
Yeah, this is what I was afraid of. They have a lot of hard fighting still to go. If they get into that sector capture area, if Blue 4 or Green 4 get in there,
look at Cole
into overtime.
In the fire station, chilling on the top story, making sure no one comes up there. What a holdout. I love it.
Is he? Yeah, he's just watching the stairs. Yeah.
Yep. So meanwhile, Blue 4, they pushed away, but now they're pushing back. Again, they really need to consider pushing at a different angle because, I mean, with Green 4 and Blue 4 coming up those sides, they should know that that's an open spot. Jesse's battle buddy just got picked off, but Op 4 is probably going to be able to hold here. The only potential issue is Independent and Bravo 2 coming in with Platoon 2 HQ in this open gap between Op 4's defense line, getting in the center and getting a few drops. However, I think by then Op 4 will be able to fold units in because the guys in the towers here, not the towers, the freaking
cranes?
Cranes, that's the word I'm looking for. Are, you know, they're in the zone technically, and they'd have to be killed for the zone to be taken. But we could potentially also see this going to overtime if Blue 4 is able to get in the sectors when time runs out. So a lot of ways this can go, but I think Op 4 is going to be able to win this simply because the BMPs are going to be able to hold. And there were some really lucky shots done by Op 4 to nullify both helicopters.
Speaking of the helicopters, Jesse is now, he's found a dead Marine, and he's taking his...
That was his battle buddy, who got picked off by the bunker complex up the road. Cole looked out, he got a few shots on, he actually got a kill on one of the Op 4 guys. Now Patriot's trying to put GLs up there to kill Cole.
Oh.
Actually, it wasn't Cole that got that kill, but he just got knocked out by that GL. And I think they're going to coordinate with that garrison to push dudes up. Otherwise, Blue 4, yep, they have repositioned here. A lot of guys are going in behind Bravo 2 now. Through the construction complex, this is TSB going in. And these Blue 4 guys on point do not have any sort of AT. Wait, hold up. Nutty Person has AT. He's going to go through that open area, and I think he's going to get a beautiful shot on that BMP. But the BMP is turning its gun.
And T5 Bay and Sayo, they're yeah, they've been firing, so that's going to
grenade was just thrown back by Nutty Person. Oh, it was a smoke grenade. And Nutty Person, I think, was trying to bandage Fist. Fist is now poking out and gets shot by Seo. Seo is normally T5 Bay's battle buddy, and he can hold his own in the fight, so... He's trying to get a little elevation here, but he pulls back. And you got T5 Bay trying to shoot at people, but he is now being shot by Brennan and Cosmonaut. Two, again, very good veteran players here. And Nutty Person's now checking that corner, but he can get a free BMP kill. He just has to hit the front of it.
Drag over these walls, and then just collapse the entire building. That should take out Salem and Montgomery, but it might also take out Drake and Wheaton.
Firefighter's right next to this BMP now. He goes in front of it. And the BMP just noticed him go in the front of it. But where is the AT? Blue 4's AT is completely out of position to deal with this. And you're seeing people getting picked off.
Thorn wakes up. Oh.
Yeah, he just got hit by Fun Guy right there.
Yeah. Oh, Cool Breeze, what was that? I ran out in the open and then just got mowed down.
Yeah, not smart.
Reznov just got kicked off by the server. That's ironic.
Oof.
Bad performance.
He never existed. Oh, that's mean.
No, bad network performance. Network performance.
Okay. Grenade going off by Seo, knocks him out.
That's Drake. That's friendly fire hitting Fun Guy.
Ouch.
Yeah, Seo.
AT comes in and just misses the BMP. That, I think, was... their Maz by Grav.
Come here, Mountain. I know it was Mountain who was channeling his inner I don't know what. Inner deity.
10 minutes, 50 seconds. Pop-Tart from Pluto and Twig King getting caught out of position. Shit ton of Op4 guys behind them, but Op4 doesn't notice. Hold up, now they do. Pop-Tart gets picked off. Twig doing his best to get a kill. He's got the BMP in front of him now. Uh-oh.
Hi? No, there's Daniel just walking.
Yep.
What's going on here?
He gets headshotted.
Mito.
He quickly gets up. Machine gun firing, but it misses. And Twig is now trying to quickly adjust. He's running back. AT hitting the rear of the APC, but that's not where you want to hit a BMP, because the back is the transport area. If you want to disable its engine, do significant damage, you got to hit it in the front.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So Twig is able to pull away. Hassinger gets killed off.
On the far east side, X-Ray has come in contact with Ash and Charlie 2, and they've pretty much wiped them out in a very good trade for Red 4.
But now it's up to the remnants of Blue 4. But we got CO coming around. He doesn't notice. Jonathan got behind him, and Jonathan gets the kill.
Nice.
We got Green 4 full in as well, but Green 4 doesn't have any AT either. Blue 4 really needs to rally up, find some AT to kill those BMPs, because otherwise they are not going to be able to take the sector. Because one of those BMPs is camping right in the middle of it, and it's going to be the biggest thing that Blue 4 and Green 4 have to clear off. Now, if Op 4 does feel threatened, you are going to see their Bravo flank of Bravo 2 and Bravo 1 fold in and potentially reinforce the main area, realizing that there is no more contact there. And I think we're actually already seeing that with also Liquid, Patriot, War Dog, and Olas group that went to the church, and not the church, the fire station cleared out. Now Jesse's walking around in there trying to find anything that he can loot or deal with. And then we still have T5 Bay up in the far crane. He's got 3 kills right now, and he could potentially come out and get more.
Still being an absolute menace over here for these Blue 4 teams. And what are we at? We're at 8 minutes now and change.
So slow running into a building that has Op 4 guys. He avoids getting shot by Sideways.
There's a charge out front of that building.
And he actually killed Sideways. And there is an explosive satchel right there. I think that's for the group in here. Pointman getting picked off by one of the Green 4 guys. Oh, hold up. Here's Kraft. Kraft has the RPG with the thermal barrack round, but he's down.
Oh! Suppressed Mosin. Great kill from distance on the Red 4 guys in there that just went to the hallway. And yeah, Slow's still trying to find more targets of opportunity.
Yep. He's coming around. I love how you have a dead Blue 4 guy, like, reaching out the window right now. That's some pretty cinematic shit. Pointman waking up only to get mag dumped in the face by So Slow. I guess Pointman was the So Slow one right there, but you can kill me later. I know, but again, these BMPs, they're really ballsy right now because they've done a lot of crazy things without being challenged, and Blue 4 has 7 minutes and 40 seconds to find a solution here, but I think at this point...
Go for the RPG-26. Oh, gets dropped by Blue 4. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Anderson just dropped
T5 Bay,
building.
Yep. T5 Bay just got shot in the head. I think it was Grav that noticed him, but we also have some... we got Iota, we've got Reapers, and we got CF here. They could have also gotten the kill. I don't know who got it, but someone was able to see him and pick him off. Explosive traps going out. Ooh, see, I called it. They would, they had an explosive right there to det in case someone got behind that piece of cover. So you got Ryan, who was part of the western flank, because he's part of Task Force 121. Coming on his... No, he was part of a different group that's coming in. Never mind, but he is part of that group, I just assumed.
Just tapped So Slow. He's still bleeding out by the hotel. That is unfortunate. He's actually a little bit further.
Oh! BMP firing around into Reapers, Iota, and CF there. But again, Blue 4 and Independent need to find some proper AT here to take care of those BMPs. Otherwise, this assault isn't going to go anywhere. Montgomery, who was trying to stay in a building to outflank, ended up getting shot. And now it's just a matter of who has the numbers to win this fight.
Uh-oh, grenade goes in. Oh, actually, I was expecting to blow up the building.
G-Legs and Mountain getting out of their BMP. The turret looks like it's still operational, but the engine is out.
Montgomery's back up. Jonathan's peeking the corner. Montgomery reloads at the wrong time and gets taken down.
Ryan getting spotted by Rhino here. Ryan is the marksman, and he is unable to get the kill there. He's got crippled, though. And Rhino still able to run around. Took a few shots, though. You can see a little bit of blood on the ground here. I'm surprised Lurch and Lennox aren't turning around hearing that Mark 11 fire. And you got X-Ray folding in, and we still have Ash over here. He might get taken out by being shot in the back of the head. So Slow still unconscious. And Green 4 still coming up, but again, 5 minutes, 30 seconds. I don't see this. Like, Op 4 has the numbers advantage at this point, but if Green 4 can get the thermobaric launcher, I think... Yep, no, it's still in the back of Kraft, and Stewart's got him. But if they fire that thermobaric in that final area, you're going to see a significant amount of them drop, and Blue 4 and Independent could wrestle this out. But look at Mito.
Two things that need to happen for... Yeah, Mito's pushing north of the BMP. The two things that need to happen is that Green 4 needs to start to almost encapsulate and encircle this northwestern side of the sector itself.
Yep.
And both Blue 4 and Green 4 need to take out these BMPs. One of them's already smoking, but they're trying to fix it and get back in it. GLX is in the turret right now. They need... Oh, I thought that was going to be the one to take the BMP.
Nope, that was just AT going up on medical. Collins on the clock tower getting a great shot on Lurch and just got another kill for someone in there. Hope he doesn't blue on blue Ryan here. Ryan just saw Lurch get up and executes him. Buckets just heard that gun. Oh, dear. Ryan was out of ammo! Ryan was out of fucking ammo in his magazine and now caught in a reload!
The thermobaric at the BMP, which did jack squat.
Oh my god.
That's not what you do. You throw the high explosive anti-tank at it. The thermobaric is for infantry.
Oh.
That probably spooked them, but that's...
Thermobaric used on a BMP and Ryan out of ammo at the worst possible time.
Where was this, actually?
So, it was Buckets, who is on his own in a building southwest. He lost both of his assistants. Ryan went up. He had the drop on Buckets. He went to fire, and you hear click, click, click of the firing pin going up. So he quickly tries to run in. Buckets looks over and then goes in the room he's reloaded and mag dumps him with the PKP. But god damn, that was funny.
God bless.
AT, more thermobaric being used on the BMP. It's not going to do anything.
Dude, it does nothing.
So, Independent doesn't know what thermobaric is, and we got the Moz coming in. That's going to kill it. Yep.
That was right in the engine. There's the turret's still going. It might cook off or explode, but
it's gonna. It's not gonna blow up. It's gonna just stay cooked off here. You see them trying to restart the engine. That's why it's glitching out like that, because it's initting a bunch of scripts. But the gunner is still looking around trying to get kills here. So that one's well disabled. The other one is still the issue, though. The one that G-Legs and Mountain are in. I think Mountain's actually trying to repair one of the tracks here.
Yeah, I think the track might be out, but otherwise it is...
Major Khan getting shot 3 ways to Sunday here. Cosmonaut hurting himself on his own grenade.
Is Buckets
2.5 minutes left. Blue 4 has to make a move in the zone, but there's no good way for them to go here, and I don't think Green 4 has any thermobarics left, but even then, in this amount of time, they're not going to be able to make it up there, so I don't see it. Don't get me wrong, like, they did some really good work here killing off some of the far garrisons here, but they are out of time at this point.
Yep, 2 minutes now.
And even if they do, I mean, the far cranes are going to be able to cover everything. Meanwhile, X-Ray for Op 4, I don't see them anymore. I see Ash is unconscious, so he might have traded with them. But Collins is doing a really good job from the tower, suppressing into that building. And some rounds are penetrating, but it's not enough.
Taking out the last one, Standards, yeah, he's in that central crane on the southern side with that marksman rifle. I don't know how much ammo he has left.
So the engine got repaired for the other BMP. They're still detracked, though.
Yes, I think...
Never mind. They fixed it.
Yep. Oh, God. Oh.
And it's going to pull right in. You got Malk here trying to hit Tier 4 Herb, and then... Did that bullet come from a friendly? Because I could have sworn I think Standards just shot a friendly. Meanwhile, Reapers just got up. He died. Got picked off by someone.
Looking onto the Mito's BMP. Oh, God. Oh, God. Mito almost killed.
He did hit it, but it didn't arma, so...
Yeah, luckily for them.
We are on the last minute, by the way.
Yep, 45 seconds by my clock.
Liquid getting killed on the right flank. Blue 4 needs to run a man in here, but admins could still call overtime if they choose, but I don't think they're going to do it for round 1.
Yep. I mean, a good, well-fought round from Blue 4 and Green 4, but they just took way too long maneuvering through the open and through these mountains.
20 seconds.
Way too long. We might see a
fucking Logan,
effort, but no, I'm not seeing it. They need to get inside this square, and the closest would be VTRP.
10 seconds.
They're not making a move. I think that's GG.
Whoa, oh, we might have Colin's charge in. Oh, nope, there it is.
4-1. Unfortunate.
Colin's trying to get in there. Wow, turns around and drops buckets and drops Sholand. Wow. Yeah, I mean, Op4 is celebrating here. I think it's going to be GG here. Just waiting for the mission to get switched. Yeah. So, really close. If Collins was literally 3 seconds quicker, he would have been shot by buckets, actually. So...
Yeah, no, or Nuzzy.
Yeah.
Or Zulu.
So, that I think that was a pretty good round.
Watch over the sector. It was a great.
We saw some crazy shit in there, definitely.
Yes, great defensive round.
Just Blue 4 was a little too slow, and they didn't really, Independent didn't really deliver their shots. Oh, god damn it. And I'm having the slot bug, so I'll have to put my AFK screen up for a second. I'm gonna go back downstairs.
Yep.
Yeah, they didn't even get in.
I'll be right back in a moment.
Alright, so, here's the deal. I am going to leave and rejoin the server.
Supposed to be even.
Yeah,
and we're going to have a commercial to play.
% advantage instead of adjusting it. All right, let me get numbers.
Also, in-force vehicles, they couldn't even get in. There was only 2 seats in each vehicle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Also, Rickety Rex, thanks so much for the Twitch Prime sub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this one. All right, there's my spec slot. And all right, it is commercial time, everybody. So I am going to adjust some audio levels here, mute my mic, and switch things up. So BRB.
Attention, Friday Night Fight viewers. This is a public service announcement. Nemesis, our friend from TSB, Scandi Recon, and Friday Night Fights has been unfortunately sent to a retirement home for making too many passes at Yanni's mom. TSB is doing their best to raise manpower and attempt to break him out of this maximum security retirement home, and we need your help in order to do it. All we need you to do is use the !tip command and utilize either of the links to submit us your 16-digit credit card number. Don't forget your name and the expiration date and the 3 digits on the back, and together we can raise enough money to purchase an Abrams to get Nemesis out of that retirement home. Thank you so much for your time and enjoy the next round of Friday Night Fights.
I can't help it, okay? That's hilarious. Let me tab back into Arma so it goes up. There we go. There's my commercial. Have fun. So, Nemesis did want an op where we rescue him from a retirement home. So we're going to give him an op where we rescue him from a retirement home. I haven't worked on the op at all, but it'll happen. It'll come in. We'll get there when we get there. Let's put up Homeworld tutorial, and I will start working on checking and changing the commands. But thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy the next round of FNF, and I hope we can save Nemesis one day. All right, so with that out of the way, let's go ahead and have a look at the operation here. It is going to be on Helanma Winter. Let me update that command. So type map, go to the map command, and spell it wrong on purpose because I'm an idiot. Now we are at round 2. And what do we got here? It is a rush attack, which means it's going to be sequential. I think it is going to be sectors. And what's the attacking faction? Blue 4. It's either sectors or terminals. Or has a 15% numbers advantage. They have 3 M2 MRAPs.
Liru, I want my goat back.
Oh gosh. Alright, thanks for the 10. I'm sure we'll put that into the Abrams to save your ass, but I'm glad you liked the commercial. The next one will probably focus on Nimia and some of the weird things she said during EU Round 3, so it'll be perfect. But let's see, 3 MRAPs, 3 port MRAPs. While Op4 has, and what does Op4 have here? Op4 has 90 build points and 3 Dishkas. Alright, so that is that command updated. I can go ahead and get rid of that video for the ad. And let me think. Let's check our multi. If I can spell multi right, and see who has stopped streaming since the first round. Because I like to keep everything neat and orderly. I know Barb is still streaming, I'm going to still be streaming. It looks like everyone is still streaming, awesome, so I don't have to make any adjustments to that feed. And let's go ahead and unmute ourselves and listen. They're about halfway into,
Myrmidon Legion, blue.
Setting everything up.
SOG up for Charlie, maybe?
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
I went soft? Oh, probably because I turned myself down a bit too much, my bad. Let me turn myself
Individual
up by
players,
a decibel.
Centaur, you all need
There we
to
go.
be on blue. TK on blue. Chad on blue.
Alrighty. They make a pill for that. That's cute. But yeah, I'm thinking about, like, commercial-wise, we'll do a serious commercial, advertise an op every week, and then a Patreon slash donation plug commercial for a meme op every week. So 2 total, 1 for EU, 1 for NA.
Red, TSB is on blue.
Yes, I know that, Yash. I'm just too much of an idiot to actually use it. Or I can make a works cited page commercial. Iceberg, I'm going to make a PSA about the works cited page one day. How about that? We'll use that as one of our weekly plugs.
Brennan, go lat Alpha 1. And I got one too many medics. One of you medics go to lat and Alpha 2.
Funny,
hey,
Ice.
Mackenzie, Blue 4 Alpha, can you move CSC?
You gotta pay for that ad space, Ice. I'm sorry.
Looks like Mountain's back.
That's gonna cost you some De Niro there.
Nettie, move up to Alpha 1.
All right, I need a company commander on blue 4. I need a company commander on red 4.
Oh yeah, it's okay. I make sure, like, before I start the stream, it's already prepped and ready to go.
Anderson, you should take it.
It would be really easy to dox me, guys. Like, I'm not gonna tell you how, but it's really easy to do.
Okay, buddy.
All right.
Tell me.
What's the what 24-month thing?
Company commander on...
How much for a 2-minute ad solely on mayonnaise? As you have to advertise your own product, so you have to give me a picture of yourself covered in mayonnaise. Actual mayonnaise, not something else that's white. Even though I know you'd want to.
Yeah, pickles.
Pop-Tart went to the bathroom again.
Why didn't you go to the bathroom?
As it's a joke, I don't want to see that.
Drake, 60 seconds on the clock. Go ahead and get your company together.
No, I don't want to check DMs, as that's
company recon.
that's disturbing.
Command on my own will fill out the rifle squads. Alpha looks good. Bravo looks good, unless you guys need an AR, but I recommend the combat NG. Delta's going to need a squad leader as long as you guys get on the right comms with your guy up there, Twig.
Take care of it.
Just wanted to check a video
I
Bloodwind
don't
sent me.
see any vehicles, so Foxtrot, same thing, and we're good to go.
Alrighty. Pickles, get your company together.
Okay, so I'm gonna need somebody in the first platoon leadership position. So we get comms with the first platoon element. Just it can be anybody. I don't care prior experience or anything like that. Just I need somebody to be able to talk to. Then last but not least, we got. Never mind, person left Foxtrot element. But once I got a first platoon leadership, I'm gonna call that good. Hell yeah, we're good.
Alrighty, let's push her to map screen. If you are just joining in, this is round 2. We're about to start. Just going to the map screen, so you got plenty of time. That's your safe start in our brief little map brief. And you can get in. If you got people who are on the fence.
Yeah, as I regret seeing that.
Come on, it's round 2.
I regret seeing that.
Still got a fresh night, or if they don't have a lot of time to play,
a lot.
It's just going to be an hour, so bring them in too. There are 10 slots open on the server, so plenty of room for your people to play.
Chinese versus French. So it is a terminal order. Excuse me. Crash C-130 marked on map.
All right, mission maker, can we get a brief?
And a little hut right there.
If the mission maker is here.
Yeah, I'm not seeing him in.
Also went off for the night, so
it should be just what you see on the map, rush style game mode. Each terminal has probably got a 90-second hack timer, and then it's sequential.
Yeah, righto, Kim.
So I don't think there's a whole lot to it.
All right, company leaders, do we have any questions?
I'll see you in FNF soon then.
I have a question. Are there any buildings or emplacements?
Are these scenes randomly generated? No, they're made by
Nemesis, are you here?
various players.
Nemesis got off for the night, so
Okay.
we do
Yeah,
not
I don't know. I didn't look at the mission, so I don't know.
There probably is.
Crash
There's a
C-130.
Crash C-130 icon, so I'm assuming so.
I mean, hey, OPFOR, if you guys don't want to defend that, I'm willing to oblige you that.
We shall see.
Alrighty, good luck, have fun. Round 2 starts right.
All right, we quickly jump upstairs to avoid the transfer of a bunch of players here. So I'm hitting all my hotkey buttons. Hopefully that thing goes away. Yes.
That when you have hot wings, you wash your hands afterwards before you use the
Yes, you do. That's a given.
Yeah, I know.
Have you ever seen the meme, the 3-framed meme of a mother and her daughter, and the mother's cutting peppers? Like, red peppers, and the kid is crying. So, yeah. So mother then wipes the eyes of the child, and the child starts screaming in the next one.
Child's crying and everything because something bad happened, and then she wipes the tears away, and she's all motherly, and then she starts screaming. Oh, that's beautiful. No, I remember to wash my hands. I was just saying, just remember to wash your hands.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, let's talk about this AO here. So it is a sequential, the technical term.
Alphabet.
What?
You said let's talk about AO.
Funny. Okay. Yep. We both make bad jokes all the time, so I'm not going to chastise you for that one. Anyway, it is a rush objective, which means it is a sequential terminal fight. So Blue Force to take Terminal 1 before they can take Terminal 3 and 2, then they take Terminal 2 before they can take 3, and then they take 3, and then they win. Each terminal takes 90 seconds to quote-unquote hack, so you touch it, 90-second timer goes off. And once that timer hits 0, the terminal then spends 15 seconds beeping before it detonates, quote-unquote. It spawns a GBU on top of it, and it blows up, and the terminal hides because it doesn't have an actual destroy texture. But that's beside the point. Little meta for you. But otherwise, in that 90-second period, the defending faction, in this case OPFOR, can run up and tag the terminal, and it will stop the countdown. Now, if it is a non-sequential terminal fight, which this map is not, once the defending faction touches the terminal, it stops, it pauses the timer. So if they stopped at the 42-second mark, if it were to then be hacked by the attacking faction, it would count down from 42 seconds. However, this is a sequential terminal hacking, and as we learned last week, the timer resets in the sequential one. So if Op 4 stops it at literally the last second, Blue 4 has to then hack it again, and it's going to take the full 90 seconds again. So Blue 4 has to be a lot more methodical in its attacks, and it cannot rely on one or two guys sneaking in and stopping it, because if it gets stopped, then it's just going to be completely reset. So basically the attacking faction has to be a lot more aggressive and pushing in and hacking these terminals here. So with that, let's go over and look at our French. So they have the FAMAS, which is from Cup, and it's a really nice... Yeah, the Cup has FAMAS, so I believe it is from Cup. I could be wrong, though, but the models look very similar to what I was looking at last Wednesday in a Secret Squirrel op. But otherwise, basically, I believe it's a 30-round 5.56 magazine. I could be wrong, though. I'm honestly trying to remember how much ammunition and what the caliber is, but I'm just going to say for the sake of this...
The FAMAS?
Yeah, for the FAMAS.
30 round 5.56.
Yep, okay.
Maybe 25s. Either 25 or 30.
Yep.
Probably 30.
Because they can take both. But otherwise, they're in the British Special Forces backpack and gear because, A, for the white camo, but you can tell because it has the snowshoes on the side of it, and that's from 3CB.
Yes, they do, to their credit, they do have the France on their vest, which is nice. Yeah. Although it says it's France, not Francois, or whatever, however, like the French name for France is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But so, otherwise,
so that's gonna irk some Quebec.
That's fine. Like, this is the closest we can get. It's a-okay. But we have M72 laws. I'm assuming we're gonna see 249s. We might see FN mini-me's or something for the machine guns, just to add that extra little touch. But basically, you know, 200 round boxes for a 5.56 machine gun. Let me actually look at a squad here. So Alpha 1, for example, his machine gun is, it appears to be a mini-me, actually, so that's fine. And then Charlie 1 is that FN, it's not a Cal, but that's a 7.62 100 round machine gun.
I would like to issue a retraction. France in French is France.
What, you mean the language? It's...
No, like, so you know how Germans call Germany Deutschland?
Yes.
I thought that the France had a similar thing where, you know, the name in English is the name in French. But no, France in French is France.
Yeah, so Gath is correcting me here. They instead of a 240 Bravo, they have the FN mag, which is 7.62. But
pretty much the same.
Otherwise, let's go ahead and look at our Chinese faction. By the way, Op4 already sending some trucks down to the first terminal. It is Platoon 2 HQ and Wuno with 2 additional guys. That is interesting to see. But otherwise, Op4 here. Already missing 2 Dishkas, so I think they're already deploying those. But it's another white camo, and they have the Kabaddi 6.5 battle rifles from Vanilla. Katiba. I'm so sorry.
I know, you're dyslexic. It's fine.
Some of them have underbarrel grenade launchers, basically vanilla weaponry, 6.5, similar to 5.56. If not a slightly bigger round, but very, very slight.
These are used to mock up the QBZ rifles that are, I think, either 5.56 or 7.62, but yeah, theirs makes no difference.
Well, see, if they're using the Chinese guns from Apex, those are 6.5 bullpup. Yeah. But I think they're not using them because Apex DLC and not everyone might have that. Otherwise, AT weapon RPG 32, I didn't check on Blue 4, but it is more than likely going to be the Maz, aka Carl Gustav. Machine gunners, let me look on the roster here, because I'm curious. Excuse me. So PKM, so that means Machine Gun 2 is going to be PKP for the weapon teams. Checking on Foxtrot, who is already deployed with X-Ray. So that truck was actually filled with dudes. Interesting. It is the PKP. X-Ray team, I'm assuming, is Jesse, who had... Oh, gosh, he has the vanilla frickin' 10-round marksman rifle.
Oh, God.
With a thick scope on that thing, yeah. They also have Chinese patches on, which is cool, but... Yeah, that's an interesting choice. I mean, it's a good gun, don't get me wrong, but I'm...
It's still 7.62 by 54R.
It is still 7.62.
The same as... Yeah, so it'd be the same as the SVD, just in a bullpup configuration.
Yep, I am now going to look at the French. They have the Mark 11, so 20-round magazines. It's an SR 25, 20-round 7.62 mag for the Mark 11 there. So the marksman on Blue 4 has the better gun because that higher magazine capacity, but both are good marksman rifles in their own right. Something I haven't noticed, though, is squad-based AT for OP4. I haven't seen any. I'm assuming it's the RPG-26, but I'd like to confirm that because okay, there we go. Yep, so RPG-26.
Yeah, it's the RPG-26. And then the MAT
is the RPG-32.
Yep, same old, same old.
All right, but otherwise, with all of the weaponry broken down, Chad is saying PID will suck. I agree, everyone's white. You got to get closer to PID, but really what's going to be the deal breaker, though? Shut up. No, bad. Shush.
Be proud of me, Daddy.
No. You kinky motherfucker. What I was going to say is a FAMAS sounds very, very different than a 6.5 Kabita, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I practically have that 6.5 gun's audio memorized from all of the horrid vanilla I have played. But against the FAMAS, especially since the FAMAS has the quicker fire rate, so CQB-wise, I think the French have a little bit of an advantage here, especially since it's a very foggy scenario. You can actually see, I'd say, up to about 150 meters in this fog. Max range 200 to see silhouettes against trees, but...
And with this PID, silhouettes are going to be probably like the best that you can get in general.
Yeah, but you're not going to be engaging people from that far.
No.
Now, here's the thing about PID, though. This is what I learned when playing EU Round 3 today. You actually see everyone's position on your map.
Yeah, Blue Force
tracking. For Blue Force tracking. For everything, and then...
fire that we saw, all that more confusing.
Yeah. It just means you have to check your map, and if it's close, you'll see them on your GPS because you can open that up on your screen. So that I thought people were mis-PIDing because they just couldn't tell, but you can.
Yeah.
You can see where all your friendlies are in real time. So yeah, it's interesting. Also, I am being fact-checked. The QBZ, which is the bullpup, is 5.8. Yes, you are correct. I completely screwed the ball on that by saying it was 6.5. But otherwise, you've got G-Legs who just jumped from a rooftop to another rooftop. This rooftop being a lot more open. Not the best... I just saw Fisher fall off the roof trying to frickin' 360 jump off of it, interestingly enough.
Too, and the roster is like just huge squad.
Yeah. Barb, can you talk about Terminal 1? I gotta go AFK 1 second.
Sure. Go back. So, Terminal 1. We have a pretty decent industrial area. A few of the long warehouse, wooden warehouse storage buildings, easily pennable by most ballistics, as well as some white warehouses, tinfoil warehouses. The terminal itself is in the first floor of this yellow building, just right at the bottom of the stairs. Very easy to see. If they wanted to defend, no, that's actually going to be pretty hard to defend from outside the building. They're going to want to try and hold it as best they can, but that is also limited. This is one of the buildings with limited doors that you can go in and out of. This door, okay, that just locked. I thought that was an impossible door. But yeah, this is going to be kind of a hard building to defend because of its position and because of the layout of the building itself.
Team 6 now.
It pretty much just means like they would be able to go on the eastern side. They wouldn't have to entirely push through this entire southern side to get to it. They could circumnavigate most of that, which would be unfortunate for the Red 4 defenders, but all they have to do is just hold the perimeter, and they should be good for that. Lots of rooftops to work on. We're seeing G-Legs up here with his machine gun team looking down towards the south. That's going to be a great angle for them with that wide open field. And they should also try and get people to watch that eastern field. Maybe even set up in that little tire dump that they have going on. Very, very Chinese industrialist of them to have a dump of rubber. just in the middle of the forest. Otherwise, yeah.
Colin, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Hope you enjoying the operations. We got kicked out of this.
3 minutes left, so let's move on to Terminal 2 while Liru's still AFK.
Yep, I'm back. So, Terminal 2. Hi. Crash C-130 in the middle of an open field. That's...
No one is there.
No one's gonna defend that. I think Op 4 is going to defend Terminal...
I say that. Firefighter, he's running out there. The man.
He's an explosive specialist, so he's going to rig that because they're going to get a pop-up as soon as someone interacts with it, so he can just put explosive traps. He could actually hide them like in the higher part of the C-130 and det them at head level for people. And I assure you, people might not notice unless he makes it obvious. So he could be nasty with that.
I would put it around it, not inside it so much. In the grass, trying to have
you'd want one directly in the terminal too to at least kill the guy that goes up to activate it or attempts to go up and activate it. He could buy an extra few seconds, which could always make the difference in a round of FNF. But I think we're gonna see Terminal 1 and Terminal 3 defended, and that's kind of already seen right here.
But surprising because of the distance between the two. But yeah.
Well, so think about it. I mean, if survivors of Terminal 1 exist, they can go to Terminal 3 knowing that they don't have to rush back there and set up a defense line because Terminal 2 has to be taken. However, Blue 4 might have some groups ready to go and take Terminal 2, but there's still going to be the 90-second countdown.
Yes, which would give them plenty of heads up at Terminal 3.
FNF with muzzle loaders? I don't think I've ever seen muzzle loaders in FNF.
Very thick forested area. They've set up a lot of defenses here. It did say in the briefing that they had a limited amount of build points, and they have used them extensively over here. Loads of pesco barriers jutting out to the western flank. Pretty good. The terminal building is a 2-story building as well. Much more visibility looking out of it. As well as a nice rock perimeter around it. So pretty decently defensible position for the terminal. They've also built some bunkers surrounding it, and I'm pretty sure I saw some trenches as well. But yeah, they're definitely banking on this Terminal 3 to be their final
last stand.
Oh, yeah.
I do like where they put their defensive lines, though. They've spread out a lot of infantry here, and it is on the border, so utilizing the fact that they can't get attacked from the northern side where the forests are, because if you leave the zone for 10 seconds, you are killed off. But they still need to at least have 1 or 2 guys on security to make sure there isn't a wide flank, because you never know. People can get very crafty, but I really love how the southwestern group has set up all along this tree line to lock down these open fields, because one guy with a machine gun can easily lock down a large open area and prevent a large group from moving up. But really good spread here. They just have to maintain it. And by then, Blue 4 is going to have everything pretty well fortified here. Here goes the mission starting. Firefighter looking around the airplane here. I'm trying to find... He put one explosive right behind one of the crates in the crater trail. So that could actually have range to potentially kill, at least injure... someone in the, coming up to the terminal. So he might try to just wait it out and bait it. If he can find a good spot to hide in one of these trees off the side, he could potentially watch Blue 4 come in and kill them off. So that'll be cool to watch. But otherwise, he is running far north. I don't know. Like, the whole point of having explosive traps is to make sure you're there to watch it happen. But he could, chill in this little metal shed here, looking out the window with binos and just wait till he sees someone. There is a bit of a blind spot, though, but, I mean, Blue 4 would have to know he's there to utilize that blind spot effectively.
Is it just me or is the fog getting thicker again?
The fog does seem to be getting a little thicker, but it's still about 150, 200 meters tops for view range.
I want to say it's getting thicker, but it's still the same effective view distance. We'll see.
And by the way, every explosive specialist gets 2 satchel charges. Also, Nuzzy's MRAP almost hit sideways his truck. I would have really hated to see another early oof of vehicles, especially with Safe Start off.
French had a space program. Oh, that's one. That's one. What? What? Did you see what I just saw?
No.
Okay. So coax MRAP and Nordy's truck rammed into each other. They both did barrel rolls and landed on their wheels. No damage whatsoever.
Nice. Oop.
I don't know if I'm like disappointed in like the players or disappointed that we didn't see a space program happen.
The French space program. Oui, baguette. Anyway, I think one of the...
Just a huge baguette with booster rockets on the side.
Oh my god. Wouldn't that be something? I have noticed, though, they're keeping the unarmed MRAPs in reserve right now with a small group. The armed MRAPs are going to the southwest. Only 2 of them, though. One might be staying with the infantry. Those armed MRAPs in these open areas, especially around Terminal 3, could do a lot of nasty suppression and keep OPFOR suppressed. I just said the same thing twice, technically, but my brain's glitching out. Either way, something just shot out near Terminal 1 or the Blue 4 group, but either way, as long as they just keep their mobility up, they could easily help suppress an angle of OPFOR to allow a bunch of Blue 4 guys to push up, and those 3 unarmed transport MRAPs also provide the ability for Blue 4 to do a thunder run on an objective to try and bypass that defensive line in Terminal 3. So, I don't know. I think Blue 4, though, at the angle they're going to end up having an open field between point 52 and the actual objective. They could get up in this, little tree wall you see right here with a little bit of a, I don't know, I guess a riverbed, technically? What would you call this?
Sorry, call what?
There's a tree line between point 52 where Blue 4 is going and the first terminal. I heard another explosion by Terminal 1.
That is weird.
I don't know what that's about. I don't know what you would technically call that. A ravine, maybe?
Nah, it's not big enough to be a ravine.
Saying a swale.
Like almost like a canyon. Yeah. I guess just a dip or something in the terrain. I don't know.
A gully.
A gully. Yeah, that'd be a gully.
Defilade would be another good term. Just, general term for cover.
That's too technical. Gully sounds.
Oh, shush. A burr.
Hey.
As is just throwing terms out now.
I'd like to see your gully.
Why? Why must you always make inappropriate jokes while we are doing a professional stream?
Professional?
Why must you do this? Gully is a low part, burr is a high part. Okay, I'll pretend I know what those mean, but sure. Awesome. I love it. We'll just call them gullies.
Professional, right, yeah.
No, we're not together, for fuck's sake. As much as he'd like to be. Otherwise, Blue 4 is going to have a slow walk up here, already burning 5 minutes. If they keep this pace up, I think we might see a stall out for time along Terminal 3. But it's, again, going to depend on the PvP. You got Night Owl charging up. We do have Tarnfolk in a bunker here. What gun does he have? He only has a standard rifle, but he does have a GL tied to it. But firing GLs out of that little slit can be a bit of a pain in the ass because you got to make sure you angle it right. Because if you aim your GL too high, it's going to go on the top shelf of this bunker.
Shots go out from Daniel.
Shots, yeah.
Yeah, Tarnfolk is reacting. He ducked down. Excuse me. And he is, kind of bobbing his head around.
Yep, I'm in his first-person camera. Yeah. Now he's just blindly suppressing here. Though the shots seem to be hitting the bottom of his trench here because they were kind of ricocheting up and around, but already multiple machine guns coming around.
Yeah, Tarnfolk, I'm getting some pitches.
There go them mini-me's suppressing the shit out of that area. Tarnfolk being forced to pull back.
Sound, that is terrifying.
Got another 50 cal MRAP coming down, 2 behind it. And they're adding to the suppression.
Shooting at anything.
This is a good shock and awe factor. I mean, they made Tarnfolk run with his tail between his legs. We got G-Legs up here with the PKP, though. This is what's worrisome, though. G-Legs with a scoped PKP. Even though it has a PKAS, he has a little bit of magnification there, and he is now firing accurately into Blue 4's position right here, a little high. But if he can adjust, he might be able to smack Iota. The FAMASs right now sound like the frickin'... They sound like the 5.8 bullpops from Vanilla right now, to be perfectly honest.
I mean, the 5.8 bullpups sound like the 5.8 bullpups to me.
I'm gonna smack you. Alright, otherwise we have Major Cullen and Porter charging over the open, knowing that the machine guns keep them suppressed, but if Legs were to look right, he could get a lot of free shots on this advancing group, but he is too scared to poke his head up, so those machine guns did a really good job.
Support up here. I'm surprised they didn't have the engineer build some sandbags up here for him.
I think that would have given him away from too far, and they would have just suppressed his position similar to that bunker. So I can see why they did that.
And his only escape would be down the ladder that he wouldn't... Oh, no, there's also the scaffolding on the other side of the building, but I digress.
TSB is not French now.
More shots coming from the back line.
I don't think we have any French people in the community, though.
Are these... Which side is the Chinese and which side is the French again?
Okay, so factually, the French are actually really badass in military history. It's just one time they got completely screwed in World War II, and now they get chastised for it. As you have these two MRAPs come up to lead. Actually, all three of them are up here, helping Blue 4 lead a charge. Look at all the Blue 4 guys got deployed on the eastern flank. I didn't even notice that. They might close the gap on Op 4 over here. Onion Ring's French? I never knew that.
Yeah, this side force could very well catch them out of position if they decide to retreat kind of... well, no, if they keep going north, they should be able to stay in cover and in concealment in this forest. But yeah, now we have...
Night Owl might throw grenades up there.
Olaf, Fisher, and Pluto gets hit. Almost gets capped as well.
I'm waiting to see if Night Owl throws grenades up there because I think he saw G-Legs' machine gun. And yep, you're having a lot of spraying right here. You did mention Fisher. He is down, and Op4 is running.
Tarnfalk and Legs now opening up on Lee's group over to the west.
Tarnfalk jumping down. He did not get shot, but those rounds came very close to him.
Very, very close.
And Legs now might try to crawl up here and get some shots out, but he's going to be really exposed on this ledge.
Uh-oh.
What?
Night Owl was going to climb up the ladder to Legs, but now he got back off. Might try to throw a grenade up there.
Yeah, I think you heard him.
Yeah, he's probably talking about... Yep.
Grenade up.
Pin. Too far. Never mind.
Nope. Gonna blow right up on G-Leg's ass. That's gonna make him react. And now you got Night Owl coming up. Hold up. Shh. See if we can hear the ladder. Very faintly, but G-Legs is gonna bandage instead. He might see, since he's in first person, he might see Night Owl. Done.
Yeah? I blame you for this.
Really?
I blame you for this.
Let's see. Night Owl, he is Blue 4. He's got the blue arrow over him. G-Legs is Op 4. He has the green arrow over him.
You know,
yeah, Night Owl, it's clear.
Blind, isn't he?
Oh my god. Now Nordy's gonna come up there.
But he's not gonna... Oh.
He's gonna see him, though, at that angle. Nordy stopped, I think because he heard medical, maybe. And Blue 4 is really close to Terminal 2.
Yeah, he failed the perception roll. He rolled a natural 1, critical fail. He ran right past him and down the other side of the building.
The Blue 4 is still firing in... It looks like it's blind suppression, but I am seeing some accurate shots go on Olaf. He is pinned behind a tree, and one of them pens and hits his left arm.
Did Nordy crash or something? Nope.
Nope.
No, he's fine.
They throw another grenade over.
That lands perfectly above him, and I don't think...
I don't think, yeah, because the angle to ricochet would have been blocked. You got Nordy now climbing up. G-Legs is going to be immediately spotted. Another grenade goes up.
On the roof as well.
Nordy has a machine gun himself. All right. Try to.
Legs is you gotta be. Oh, he did a nice little bounce. Hey,
Still got legs, but
He got cheese. Legs got cheese though.
What do we say about this? I'm confused. All right, I'm just confused.
Start playing some clown music shit.
Nordy gets free ammo from G-Leg.
Powerful. Powerful. Wait, so... Oh,
Hack 1 started by Night Owl.
Kraft was doing medical on Cheese. And they're...
Ooh, an explosive trap going off, knocking out Rhino. It was a little late, though.
Yeah, I'll probably wake back up, but combined with the... Oh, they pick him up. This
Wait, where's Night Owl?
Now. What do you mean, where's Night Owl?
Night Owl got killed by the explosive trap. And there were 2 other dudes that died as well. Whoa. So Kane is dead from that explosive trap. And Gorski is dead by that explosive trap. All right, I'm going to look through the engineers. Who got that kill?
Gorski?
What?
Gorski? You sure?
Yeah, Gorski's dead for Blue 4. He's Alpha 1. He's dead by the explosion area. That was a 3-kill explosive trap.
Like, Gorski...
Gorski. Gorskii.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I forgot. We have Gorski and we have Gorskowski. I forgot, because Gorskowski was in my chat, and he was way too active to be playing and chatting at the same time, so...
Bruh. Alright, so Manglex is on 2 kills right now.
Go yourself.
So I would bet that it was Manglex's explosive trap, though he should have been credited with 3 kills for that, which means one of them might have died in a gunfight going out, but I don't see any additional kills on anyone. I'm going to check the dead guys.
The building, not the explosion itself, you know?
True. But
Karma do be that way.
We do have G-Legs on a kill, but he killed a different guy. So, yeah, I think he should be credited technically with 3 kills there, but again, that shows you the power of these explosive traps. You got Hack 2 done. We know there was an explosive charge placed here. It could kill Stanners.
Oh, wow, yeah, they were dead on with that.
Yep, but Stanners is now moving away. I think the guy that planted it is out of range, but the RPG is not out of range, and it hits the rear, and there's the explosive trap going out. But that Vic is still okay.
E-shot, that would have been like 600 meters.
Yeah, no, great shot by the RPG guy there.
And great on these 2 golf team.
Hey, Drum, thanks for the raid.
Players.
How was the Friday Night Commando stuff?
I didn't even realize until it was already 10 seconds in.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we have Mountain in a barn, I guess, waiting this out. I don't know, I'm just kind of giddy over the fact the explosive trap got 3 people. Like, you rarely see explosive traps be that effective, but again, it can make or break scenarios sometimes by getting those extra kills. So, Op4 able to get a few licks in. I'm going to check kill counts here. We got 5 skulls on Op4. And one
do that. Mountain is
in a barn.
In a barn, with just his gun at the door, just waiting. Amazing.
I think he's gonna try to sneak in the back line here. Hit the rest of his squad. He's part of Foxtrot too, so half of them pulled back. He decided to stay. If he waits it out by like 2 or 3 minutes and then comes out, he could get behind Blue 4's line and get a few free kills in. And sometimes that can be really, really effective. My mind immediately jumps to when T5 Bay did it on that rush attack from Zargabad. The terminals there, and T5A was able to get behind Blue 4, I think it was Blue 4, but the attacking faction that was going up to Green Mountain's terminal, and get a shit ton of kills in the rear by jumping tree to tree, and absolutely annihilating what should have been an attacker victory. So, that was great. Night Owl was in my chat now saying he had no stamina when that charge got set off, but...
Well, maybe if he hadn't been so quick to run past...
Oh, yeah. Night Owl. Yeah. You ran right by G-Legs. Someone else got him, but he literally was prone looking in this direction, and you went right over without checking your left.
Great angles.
That was hilarious. So remember to check your angles when you are checking rooftops and breaching buildings, because you never know.
Check your corners. Well, it's what Captain Price taught me back when I was a little pipsqueak.
So Twig King got shot at by Blue 4 here. A GL taking out his legs. He is now Lieutenant Dan.
He's already dead.
But Op 4, funny. But Op 4 is, I was talking about Twig King's legs. Op 4 is now trying to cover legs as he, god damn it, Twig King as he pulls back now. Fuck you. Yes. Fuck you.
Later.
No. And now we've got Mountain here still watching this. He's going to hear that, these MRAPs driving up on the right flank. What?
Swola's buddy, Pronix, just got dropped. He was a combat engineer dropped by Twig King's group in this little forest fight up north.
Checking corners is not hacking. Alright, I'm watching all these Op 4 guys. Also, it is important to note, Blue 4, I believe, has the X-Ray group on the far right flank. Yes, that is the X-Ray group, and they're going to try to come in on the far eastern flank on Op 4's position here, but they have T5 Bay to contend with. I would not want to be on Blue 4.
Chucky is spraying down. Well, no, they pulled. He's adjusted, but he was spraying down right over Twig King's head. So good that he adjusted on that.
Nyrio, thanks for the tier 1 sub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this. You like listening to us, Coomers? Thank you. I appreciate it. I will take that. For $5, well, technically $2.49, I'll take it.
Right behind him, so he's not. I don't think he's gonna move there.
I love how there's one of the MRAPs staring at the barn with a 50 cal.
I wonder if they're like just.
There's no way they know.
Heard him speaking.
No,
no way that they
Mountain
know.
would not be on yelling. He's too smart for that, right?
You would think. You would think. But no, they're gonna go on.
It is 6.5 versus 5.56. These guys have 5.56 FAMASs fighting 6.5 vanilla CSAT battle rifles. So they're pretty even. Just had some AT go up by Op 4 here, but it hit a tree. That was by Felix, who, I don't think he meant to fire it that short there, or at least have it get caught. And now Mountain is in the clear if he wants to move out, but I think he's going to, again, play it over cautious. Him and Logan, I always see them, they either play it perfectly, or they play it too slow. But, I mean, a 50% accuracy ratio on that stuff is better than a lower one.
Stewart with that mini-me over a long distance, getting these guys trying to get out of here. Wuna's group over on the far edge of the map takes down Killinger.
Felix just dropped somebody pushing up on him, and there's a transport truck driving right up to Felix's position, and it is loaded, and Felix is getting a shit ton of shots on it. Quickly doing a reload, Swola stopping Felix in his tracks, knocking him out, but I don't think Felix was able to get any kills on that truck, but now it's driving up to 2 dudes, takes a GL, and so slow. Jess getting flanked and murked, so slow getting a kill before he is dropped. Oh, man.
Not bad.
Talk about thunder runs.
Jesse might come back up if Colin doesn't double tap, but yeah, that was...
Jesse's the marksman.
So he is, yeah.
Colin's walking up and delivers some 5.56 justice to Jesse's cranium. And now you're seeing some machine gun fire from the far areas firing onto this barn complex. You're hearing the 50 cals of a thunder run. And they are firing off into nowhere.
They're just spraying into everything. This was always gonna be the biggest hurdle for Blue 4 is these open fields. And Red 4 has planned for this. You see Blue's group over here on the western side, just overwatching over there. Germania and Martin looking to the south. Nutty Person looking to the southeast. Like, they got this entire area unlocked. But yeah, those MRAPs are pushing up on the west side of Terminal, you know.
And they're deploying some dudes on that forested edge. So if the other MRAPs can come up with a lot of people and dismount at this angle, they will be golden in bypassing a lot of Op 4 units and getting right on top of the terminal. That's exactly what Blue 4 wants to do here. Really good play, but those Blue 4 MRAPs need to... Oh, one of them got flipped and is smoking.
Yep.
Because I guess he got oofed by his friendlies, accidentally bashing into him. And we also have one of the MRAPs unlisted, I think because its gunner is dead.
Yeah, gunner's dead. Driver's still moving around consciously, so I'm going to try and get him back up.
Mountain, meanwhile, has gotten out of that bunker, not bunker, the barn, and he is now slowly coming to the north, but he is taking a quick break. And we also have Twig King still alive, who has moved over to the western side, and I think he's prone, trying to see if he can get any pick-off kills, as Blue 4 is attempting a massive charge to the open right now. That is not what they want to do, because Alpha 1 for Op 4 can easily start getting them picked off if they charge past this little gully right here where the trees are in.
Coax Gunner is also dead, so he's gonna find a new one. Staffelberger was his gunner, and he was on 0 kills, unfortunately. Did a lot of suppression though. We got those bonus points.
I could see Mountain and Twig King getting behind enemy lines and dropping some kills. So we got Vormulk and Wuna. They were with 2 other dudes that are unfortunately dead right now because they were spotted. And Ryan here got one of those kills.
Having a big push to the open field.
Yep, but you're already seeing men go down.
Yep, Reaper has got knocked out. Zine, Galil dropping to their knees. Same with Lee.
There's a dead guy in there too, right next to Porter. Porter's checking him, but he is KIA. Again, you do not want to do massive field pushes when you see an entrenched line like this. You want to mount people up in vehicles and ferry them across, especially in MRAPs.
Yeah.
X-Ray still on that other flank, but Bay is looking in their direction. I think Bay spotted them.
Ooh, Mountain.
Yep, he's looking. Mountain stolen MRAP. Why are the MRAPs back there? They need to be used for this Thunder Run. Yeah, but you can just literally mount up in them. You have actually Liquid and Patriot coming back to grab them.
All 3 of them are right here.
Does Mountain is a squad leader, though. Oh, that's cheeky. He's got to be quick, though, because Patriot and Liquid are coming back to grab those so they can transport infantry up.
Oh, yeah. I'll keep an eye on this.
All right. So, meanwhile, Ryan is engaging Wuna, who left. Volmuk, I don't see anymore, so I assume he died trying to pull out. And, oh my gosh, that Blue 4 push is absolutely dreadful. There is now 3 people dead and 2 people down, 4 people dead.
Mountain's been found out. Patriot doesn't have his gun out. Liquid is suspicious. He sees the Kativa. Patriot is still unaware. Mountain is firing. Liquid is still yet to fire. There it is.
He's like, are you friendly? Are you friendly? You sure you're not friendly? He's French. He's like, Monsieur, tu es quoi? I don't know the rest, but he's just asking him why he's firing. And
I'm not going to try and mimic Chinese.
Took him out.
That'll probably get us both banned.
Yeah. And it looks like Wuna just died as well. So excellent marksman work by Blue 4 here, but jeez Louise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dead bodies, 2 guys that are down. That entire push has basically come to a stop. And if Blue 4 doesn't rally here...
Can't have shit in FNF.
Oh my god. Sanders is down. I think Twig King knocked him out. He's still coming around, trying to get some sneaky shots here as Blue 4 attempts to regroup. But if Blue 4 cannot properly rally and push up to this forested area on the west to reinforce where Charlie is right now, I think Op 4 is going to be able to hold.
Yeah, especially if, like you said, they're not able to push across this this field using those MRAPs. I mean, that's why Patriot and them came back here, and so we're seeing Nerisk and Bart's group coming back.
That is brutal.
Presumably to take those.
Yep.
That's what this is gonna hinge on, is being able to pierce.
Twig King did some engagements on this group. They're firing grenades now to cover themselves.
He's forcing outside of these kill zones. We also have X-Ray on the far eastern side, trying to get some picks.
All these guys need to do is run up over here and then cross and be behind it, but they've got people down.
Check their kill count real quick, actually. Malkovich, the marksman, does have 2 kills, so he's able to do some work at least.
There's only 4 guys left here. I don't want to call it early, but I think Blue 4 is just a little too scattered here. There's still plenty of time for them to regroup, mind you, but it's very messy right now. Look at Logan on his own, running through the open. T5 Bay doesn't see him because he's in a little too far defilade. Is Logan actually just going to walk up to the front door and get in? That's hilarious.
Wait,
he's not going to be able to hold the hack. He's right next to the terminal. Anderson, the leader of FNF-NA. There's a dead guy in here. I don't know how that happened, but
he's also picked up a 6.5 Kativa. Yeah, why are they?
Wow.
This might be the 2 dead people that the marksman took out, because the angle lines up. They might have been just staring out the window and got got their brains joinked out of their body.
Logan the fucking wild card. Looks like Stanners. Nope. Okay, no, that was this guy that Twig shot. But Twig is he's cleaning house. There's a bunch of dead bodies by an MRAP, and I think he just got GL'd. Yeah, he just took a GL to the face and died.
Logan is breaching the terminal building.
Of course he is. Logan is a crazy fucking wild card. He will do some of the craziest shit.
Making sure everyone is...
Oh, Leno sees him, but he's confused because the weapon PID. He shuts the door. He's like, wait, you're wearing white? Like me, you have a gun. Like mine, you're a friendly, right?
Oh.
And now Logan holding his own. Logan, what are you doing?
No.
He's running the other direction.
He's out of position. He's out of position.
He's gonna need to do a reload. Oh my god! He could have blended in with that group so hard though. Oh.
That building, if he had gone upstairs or into the adjacent room or something, maybe even held the entrance.
And now they're all shooting into the building here, confused as hell. There's the terminal stopped, and there's still bullets coming in here. Yep. This is the type of shit Logan pulls. And
the building, Montgomery, and
oh my god.
Each other. Powerful, the power of Logan.
This is the level of Logan. Oh, I thought he was gonna get up there for a second. Anderson's gonna go up and double tap him, realizing that he's like, hi, Logan. Wow, Logan just, wow.
Anderson.
Logan is very thick-skulled there to tank all that. RPG coming in. There's a thunder run going right on the objective here. Lead Vic only had one dude in it. The other had 4 people each.
They all pulled back.
Because they all pulled, yeah, to cover the terminal.
Logan, let's go.
And then you got Martin charging Charlie here for Blue 4. Actually, no, it's Echo coming in. Truck explodes on the entrance.
To answer Yash's question, Blue 4 Command is still alive. Red 4 Command, Second Lieutenant Drake.
Lieutenant Drake is the guy that was dead in the terminal building. I guess got picked off by Blue 4's marksman.
Oh, powerful.
You still have 3 guys up here?
This is what Blue 4 needed. We're going to be coming up on 15 minutes in about 6 or so. So they got 21 minutes left to go.
I think Blue 4 could still make this, actually. I called it too early. There's still an opportunity here. I just didn't realize Blue 4 was going to...
We still need to regroup a little bit more. We have Lolo all the way back here. Some people still in the field trying to get up there. But
I'm going to...
Stands concentration of Blue 4.
I'm going to credit Logan for giving Blue 4 the opportunity to fold in here. He made all of the Op 4 guys pull off on the terminal, and they literally hesitated on him.
Now, look at how scattered Red 4 is now.
Yep. And Red 4, just by getting that pop-up without their commander alive right now to rally things up and give orders here, everyone's pulled back and caused a massive amount of disarray, which has allowed Blue 4 to now Thunder Run very close to Terminal 1 here, and Blue 4 could overpower those defensive lines if Op 4 doesn't pull the rest of their forces back, but we still have some trickling in Blue 4 forces on different angles here that could win this, and there's still plenty of time on the map. I still cannot believe the badass play if he sees a guy staring at him with the gun and he just shuts the door on him and touches the terminal.
Just slowly closes
it.
Okay.
Whoa! The car just desynced over T5 Bay. I don't think it saw him because he was behind a tree.
No, I don't think...
But he's still going to wake up in a ragdoll. Yeah, so he's fine. But yeah, no, the car didn't see him. So that, it is... a bannable offense if you yeah, so now it's intentionally making sure it doesn't run him over, but if you don't see the guy, then it's not your fault, but if you intentionally run people over in FNF, it's a bannable offense. RPG comes out, but it is an MRAP, and it can tank that bitch.
Oh yeah, it's designed to. I think
yeah, and that 50 cal is now trying to kill T5 Bay, but he is A-okay, so shit happens. RPG comes out, second one blows up the MRAP, everyone is dead.
Yep. F.
Misu pushing in. He also... No, that's a FAMAS. Never mind. They both look so similar. Honestly, the Kabaddi is like a copycat of the FAMAS. Like the Katiba, it's like a futuristic FAMAS.
Okay.
You know, no, I lied. The FAMAS, it sounds like the Spar 16 from Vanilla, which is the HK 418. Or is it the 4? It's one of the HK guns.
416.
Yeah, 416, yeah. So it just sounds like a vanilla copy of that. Nielsen going down to Misu here. Green Shade waking up, not realizing that there is a dude right next to him. Explosion going off on just a cook-off explosion of the MRAP. Misu getting up, shooting Green Shade down, also managing to knock the wall. He's now going to come on the rear of this bunker, but he gets tapped by Mito, who heard him coming because of those gunshots.
It's taken out, or Mito takes out Miso.
Now, Op4...
carnivore versus the vegetarian.
So, Op4 has pulled all their guys around. They've got a good defensive line here. And we got Liquid and CF coming up. Liquid dropping bridges and putting some shots on Cool Breach, dropping him as well. 2 free kills for Liquid there. Great job. Anderson now hiding in a tree to try to play defensive here. Explosive trap going off, far off from Blue 4 though.
Yeah, way off.
Liquid getting mag dumped there and Hun in the tree, but CF runs up.
Oh, they both
and runs out of ammo. It's a handgun fight, and Anderson, the leader of NA, puts Potato in his place.
Nice. Puts him back on the ground where he belongs.
That was a good one. I'll give you that. Montgomery's down. Stewart checking the body, realizing there's still physics. I thought he was going to mag dump in the head. Come on, Stewart. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, okay. Opting not to execute Montgomery. Collins firing in to hit Severe here, but is unable to get an angle on him. Severe now holding with Fungi. Fungi holding the second story as a backup. And Severe now trying to mag dump in. We've got a grenade that's been thrown. That knocks Severe out. He looked right at it too, which is unfortunate. Patriot getting shot to shit and killed. Rhino not knowing where those bullets came from. Aims at some dead bodies, which gives Fungi the ability to do a quick reload.
Into Collins' room.
Oh dear.
He gets out of there just in time, but whoo,
yep.
That was
Severe waking up as well, getting knocked out by another grenade. And there's another grenade that's going to go off right by his head. I doubt Severe's going to wake up now. There's been way too many grenades. Stewart, meanwhile, coming into the bunker and knocking out, I believe, Mito.
Ooh.
No, it was who Mito was with.
More grenades! Holy shit, how many grenades do they have?
They have enough, Barbarian. Collins needs to touch that terminal. He's still got plenty of time, but he needs to cause Op4 to rout again, and the best way to do that is to touch the terminal here. What a Chad. The Finnish Chad that I have served a lot of PvP in with in Coalition.
Severe heard in the back of his mind, Company Saheratus.
My god. If Finn was watching, he'd probably smack you. But we have Rhino now breaching back in. He's going to open the door right to Severe. Severe opening up. A grenade right by Severe. He doesn't even see it. Closing the door as he gets blasted by Collins as well. He's not waking up from that. And now Fungi doing a really good job. He's at a great angle to overwatch the terminal. And he's also checking that open door. Meanwhile,
he's working this angle about as well as he could.
Yep.
I mean, it's a dirty angle, but it is more than justified, more than fair. Like,
Stewart firing off with Mito here. Mito getting a few shots. Stewart not realizing. Mito returning fire as. No, okay, so Mito opened up. Stewart returned fire. I just saw a Blue 4 guy get picked off by, I believe, CO. Great shot there. And 15 minutes remaining.
This Blue 4 tech is pretty well faltered. We still have the X-ray group off to the east. I'm surprised they haven't tried to push in, or at least the two non-marksmen.
Yeah, Bay is down though, interesting enough, but X-ray will need to fold in, because if they were to, we would have a nice number advantage on Blue 4 of a few, which would really help them fight off on Fungi.
4 red 4 up, and by my count, 6 blue 4.
Oh shit, no, you are right. Sorry, I thought there was a lot more.
Well, they do need those numbers to get Fungi out, because I'm pretty sure he just took down Collins. No, Collins is still alive, but he had to fall back again.
Yeah, it's Severe's body, Blue 4 Command's body, and someone else's body in here. So now you got Rhino and Liam breaching in here. Fungi still holding that second story. These guys are slow to advance because they think it's being camped.
Oh, because it is.
Yep.
But,
here's the camp.
Anyway.
Rhino getting shot to shit.
Activated in time.
And he's dead, falling right on the terminal head first. I love it. And he's hugging it too. What a Chad trying to get it open. Now you got Collins coming up.
Did Collins
get shot a few times?
In his mag?
He Oh, he's got more ammo, though. Fun Guy coming down with a handgun, but gets blasted away by Liam. Fun Guy might have been completely out of ammo, though. But hold up. Collins.
What's happening?
Collins tagging Liam, and then Collins being tagged by Lolo.
And another grenade going.
They're all friends.
They cannot PID you for anything. I mean, and again, it is very hard to. It's essentially digital versus splotch.
Blue 4 wins.
GG.
GG.
Colors. But
so we weren't paying attention, but everyone in Op 4 is either dying or dead. So,
yeah.
GG. They just have to hack the terminal and stop shooting each other.
We'll see. It could not be GG just yet, but oh my god.
I mean, these camos are almost identical, so it does make sense for that PID. But again,
it's the same colors. It's just a splotch versus digital.
Yep.
That's
it just shows people's hearts are racing, though, because again, we had Logan come in here with an enemy gun and fool everybody, which was a freaking hilarious. But I'm gonna say it, Lolo. Excuse me, not Lolo. Did I say it was Lolo there? Logan. I meant Logan. Logan won it for Blue 4 with that play, forcing all of Op 4 to pull off of their defensive lines. And in that moment of confusion, Blue 4 utilized it to get troops right on top and constantly put pressure on this terminal. And was able to pull Op 4 out of their defensive lines from that perimeter they made, which was a great perimeter. But because of that massive amount of units pulling...
Stewart just killed another... Wait, who is he shooting at? He was shooting at the wall. Is he playing?
Touch the terminal!
Is he trying to shoot the ghost? Laura Brown. Laura Brown, you cunt bitch. Where are you? Laura Brown.
Oh my god. Op 4 eliminated! Yay! Technicality!
They didn't even fucking...
They're still throwing grenades and shit even though the prompt came up.
GG. G fucking G.
They're still shooting. It's okay. Maybe they'll figure it out.
I can't wait for... Oh my god, Stewart actually just fucked... Wait, where'd the terminal go? Laura Brown. Who killed you? Are you here? Laura Brown.
I think everyone dying in here has caused ghosts to come around and just... Yeah. Yeah, it also says Terminal 2 hack timer right now, so... the script broke. Hot Sauce in here, he is Logan. Logan, I think you got the play of the game with that, because you caused Op 4 to pull back off those lines. And now we're in DTAS. Alright, let's go downstairs.
Absolutely.
Because it literally just walked in there.
Collins, dude, I'm sorry, dude.
No,
alright, I will BRB 1 second.
Alrighty, can I get numbers from our group leaders?
Corona.
Yeah?
Who was the guy in the Gulf that said we need a medic, and then I started hosing him with the Katiba, and he goes, "Oh God!"
Oh, was that me?
I don't know. I mean, he's on the radio going, "I need a medic."
He had a pistol, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh my God, man, that was so funny.
In a way, though, you were giving them medic, just not the form they were wanting.
I know, true.
Alright, wait, who was just firing at me? I was the guy running to the corner of the map. I just got fucking hosed down by a whole squad.
But you know, I refused to use those weapons, so I just ran
yeah, you were running away, and you like went through the little trench thing, and you're like way up by the edge of the map.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, my fucking whole squad's dead. I'm like fucking booking it.
We got
swarmed on that.
I'd just like
put
to
my
say,
bypass down, just started spraying at you.
I'd just like to say, Red 4, thank you for just letting me walk in. It was very much appreciated.
Yeah,
and
you
the fact that
absolute
when you asked me
frickin'
if I was
Chad.
friendly, you didn't bother to check, and I just said yes, and then hacked the terminal.
Doing an excellent job defending her.
Yeah, I saw fucking Rambo going.
I literally, they asked, "Are you friendly? Are you friendly?" Knowing that I'm not on the map, I just said, "Yeah." Close the door.
I'm
like,
just left. Look at the map.
We can't tell. Oh, yeah, no, I stared at you, just shut the door in my face. Like, that didn't look like a right helmet.
Yeah, and then I shot one of your teammates in the head because he came out and saw me. So.
Yeah, the French flag on the side was really.
Yeah, there's an awkward moment where we just stared at each other. They just, okay, bye, close the door.
Oh, that was beautiful. I caught that, Logan.
All right, let's go ahead.
Alrighty.
Squared away. All right, let's get... Do I have any communities that have played... Somebody's like, I hear you hitting your keyboard. If you're going to key your mic, then mute yourself. Has there been a community that's played Op4 all night?
SOG.
SOG, go blue. BPL, go blue.
I think 29th also, but we don't mind.
Okay.
Center has been.
This is a neutral sector. I can't. It'll be attack anyway. Has there been a community that's played blue 4 all night?
Center always played aggressive.
1-2-1.
1-2-1, go Op4. TSB, go Op4.
Centaur was on attack.
This is neutral sector. This is attack.
Okay.
Does it really matter who's Op4 and who's Blue 4?
I want to give everybody the option to play both sides if they so choose.
It's like a mirror match.
So Potato
It is a mirror man.
and Firefighter.
On Novix just running neutral
left.
points.
Jesus Christ. Let me
So
get
that's the edited multi.
RW red.
And there we go.
CSC.
That's right, Niku. Oh, that's all right. Excuse me. We try to upload one every day.
TK, red. Tau, red. 29th. Red.
All right, so while they are developing the final round here, it's a neutral sector. Can either be one sector or three. I don't think I've ever seen two, but it is a possibility, and it's a two-way fight instead of a three-way fight. So we'll see how things go with that. But chat, how have you been enjoying tonight? Let's have a little dialogue here. So, let's see. Reviewing round one. Gosh, what was round one? I've already forgotten. It was a very close round, some really great MG shots to take out those helicopters. If Blue 4 literally had 10 more seconds, they could have had Collins run into the sector and forced it into overtime. But the Op4's BMP use was extraordinary, but also because Blue 4 and Independent dropped the ball with their AT, firing thermobaric rounds into a BMP does nothing. Second round. Play of the game definitely goes to Logan for making Op4 break from their lines and get completely screwed by the time they killed Logan and were trying to reestablish themselves. Blue 4 pushed a massive Thunder Run, utilizing what Logan did. If they didn't know it was Logan, they at least knew that someone hacked the terminal and predicted that Op4 would pull off their lines to defend it, which they did, and they were able to then overpower Op4 and win the sector. But otherwise, I thought they were going to lose that until Logan did his magical maneuver there. So we'll see what happens for round 3. It's more French versus PLA, so we're going to see the same exact kits we saw last time, and we'll see where these sectors are positioned, and it's just going to come down to the PvP. So the name Silent Knights 2 implies that it might be a dark op. Hope it's not necessarily a night one, but we'll have to see how things go. Alright, sorry, my cat really wants some attention right now, so I am just petting her head, trying to prevent her from jumping on my lap, because her back claws will tear up this new cool gaming chair, and I really don't want her to do that. You missed chat about Logan walking up in the terminal? Yeah, I figured. He's gonna get praised for something like that, you know? But otherwise, Op4's commander is Cullen from 121, and we don't have a commander yet for Blue 4. Interesting. Oh yeah, that was great tempo for round 2. I find it funny, though, at the beginning that Night Owl completely walked past. Gosh, it wasn't G-Legs. G-Legs got shot by him. The auto rifleman that... Or actually, it was the machine gunner because it was a PKP and didn't even notice, so... That was a good one, too. What gaming chair do I have? I have no idea, to be perfectly honest. It says GT Racing on it. It was a Christmas present from my father. Because he thinks what I do is really cool, and he tries to support me every way he can, but I rarely see him these days. He's a workaholic. Ah, that's a fun what whatever. And then after this stream, or excuse me, after Friday Night Fights, I'm going to transition into some mission development. We're going to develop Sunday's ops, and if I still feel like it, we will move into Monday's Russian op, and then I should be in bed by then because I have an early meeting at 8 a.m. So whatever, we'll get there when we get there. Probably I'll finish FIA and then maybe get halfway through the T3 op and call it quits. Or the auditory hallucinations will start up again and I'll have to be forced to stop. One of the two. My cat's jumping around on everything. But let's see, we're actually below the triple digits now, so I will write a 90 plus. Because it is late at night. We got 95 people in the TeamSpeak channel, though, so that should bump back up to about 95-ish. So we'll see how things go. Hey, Nairo, no problem. Glad you enjoyed it. Thanks to the excellent mic, we can't hear the cat. She just tried to jump up and look into my coffee bowl. Had to stop her from doing that, because one time she did get into my coffee bowl and lick it, and then at 3 a.m. she was a giant fucking spaz running up and down my hallway. Never again. Never again. No, stop it. But I am, one of the low priority projects, which I'll work on in a month or two, is setting up my webcam to have a little cat camera. I gotta clean out the office first, which I plan on doing this Sunday or Monday. And that way it doesn't look like a total mess in here. But yeah, if you want to get an FNF, just DM me on Discord. I'll pass you the info there, because they've asked me publicly to, they've asked me to not publicly advertise it because they get at capacity, even though by the third round, we're usually at the 90 to 100 range. Ever heard of 120 blind mice? Oh gosh, that means there's going to probably be a lot of heavy fog and snow. And it's a single sector on a hill.
Yes, you do. This is attack defense. Pretty set up. Everyone is exactly even with the start. I believe this is the proper one. So PLA, you will have the urban Chinese, so they're a little bit different. So PID can actually happen. Blue 4, I believe you have black vests as well, just so everyone knows. And there's not any PID issues. This is nighttime.
Yep, it is night.
Hopefully the script will work. This is what we're trying, the experimental script to make night vision and lasers spawn on the person. If not, there is a box at your spawn with night visions and lasers for everybody.
All right, questions from our...
Doesn't really need to be a script from that. You can just add it to the HPP files that the unit kits reference from.
All right, let's push it in. Round 3 starts right now.
All right, jumping up. This is the last round. I think Barb is going to join me, but we will see. So...
And so we come to the final mission of the night. It feels like just yesterday we started. I mean, wait.
What?
Huh?
Are you drunk again? How much wine did you drink?
None. I had 3 beers, so...
Oh. Well, I mean, if it was me with 3 beers, I'd be white girl wasted, but you have a higher alcohol tolerance than myself. Oop, didn't mean to flash you guys there.
Wild. I still can't believe that. I mean, I believe it, don't get me wrong, I'm just still surprised.
All right, anyway, they were talking about how there is better PID here. Looking at the Chinese, I thought they were going to be the same kits, but we have completely different kits. Also, they have that GB mod that gives them the quad night visions. So they've got full vision on there, and they did add a bunch of lasers to everyone. So we might see some laser action in PvP, which would be interesting. I love how we have snowmen and the 3 lights things all around, so you can see where each other's spawn is for miles. I'm gonna hit page up here, and yeah, I can see the other spawn point lit up like a Christmas tree there. But otherwise, let's see. Let's start with Op 4 first, since I'm over here. So everyone has the night vision. We've got 545 rifles here.
Mark 14 EBRs, or Mark 18s, I think they are actually, because they're the vanilla M14 EBRs.
What, for Op 4?
Yeah, for Op4. The marksman, is that the marksman, I think? Let me double check. Yeah.
Okay, let me look on X-ray.
The marksman has a Mark 18.
Yep, he does. All right, so interesting choice there. It is 7.62, 20 round mag. It's good enough. Yeah, they do they?
That's what I'm.
Yep, M249s for the machine gunner. Next, I'm gonna check Charlie 2, and he's gonna have a Maz, and I'm gonna be confused. But then again, I don't actually see Charlie 2 selected.
Charlie 2. Because
Yep, I mean it makes sense. There's no vehicles.
Yep.
But do they have a Charlie 1 or Foxtrot? They got Foxtrot running. Coda has a 240. Bravo has a Chinese guy.
Oh, Lord.
Ah, this hurts to see 5.56 and 5.45 and 7.62 all together.
You're just saying numbers at this point, man.
No, 7.62 NATO together. All right, they're also the railed AK-74s. I think it's, would these be AK-12s at this point?
You think? Sorry, what?
I don't think so. I think they're just MPZ railing on AK-74s, but...
I think the front grip, I think that's an AK-12, but I'm torn. I'm not entirely sure.
At least we got GP25 systems on the AKs, and they didn't splice a 203 model on those AKs there to curse me even more. But either way, he did say, the mission maker said that these are urban camo schemes for the PLA, so there is a little bit of PID here. But I mean, at night, I mean they're just gray, you know. So I'm gonna wait till I see Blue 4 also leave the zone of safety here.
You can hear them turn their night vision on. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, for these, for this night vision mod, yes, you can actually hear it click on and off. You can also make an IR light come on for some of them. With Control Shift N, I believe, is the hotkey for that.
Neat.
But night vision wise, they appear to be a little more on the brighter side because their camo is a little more, it's not as dark. So with that here, we have 5.56 rifles, 203 systems, 249s, 240 Bravos, and M72 laws. I'm assuming Op4 has the RPG 26s, which are the copycat laws. And what else do they have? Where's the marksman here? He gets also a Mark 18. And yeah, machine guns 240. I'm assuming Foxtrot 2 will have... So Foxtrot 2 actually took Foxtrot 1 gun, and I think they all grouped up on that. So that's two 240 Bravos, and I don't see a Charlie 2 for Blue 4. So pretty much weapon mirror match since 5.45 and 5.56 are scripted to be identical in caliber damage here. But otherwise, yeah, on the FNF mod.
Oh, right.
Gotta remember, they have a custom mod that reconfigs all the damage models for vests and some of the guns.
It's almost like I'm prompting you to say that to remind the viewers at home.
Anyway, I'm having auditory hallucinations again. Or that's just Barb drunk. I don't know. But otherwise, I'm not seeing any massive magnifications on the scopes at CCOs. Shush, Barbarian.
I'm shushing, that's why I'm whispering.
Oh my god, stop it.
Okay.
But otherwise, it's just going to be a run up to Alpha here. We already see Op4 kind of branching out here. But let's look at the AO. It is it's a hill that is really well lit, but all these lights can be shot out. So I'll be curious to see if the yeah, every post is 3 lights. I'm gonna do a head count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 times 3 is 39. So it would take a little over a single rifle mag to shoot out all of the bullets. Counting the fact that no one is accurate, about a mag and a half to 2 mags.
You're also assuming that they take 1 bullet each.
They do take 1 bullet each. Yeah, this one does. I've used this one before in Zeusing. I picked this one occasionally.
I've shot these ones before, and it's taken more than 1 for me in certain times. And I've heard the glass shatters. Don't even say that.
No. Barb. Ready? You're a shit shot. All right. So I mean, this AO, it's on a hill. It's gonna basically be whoever sprints in there first. Which, by the way, the stamina, you can run out of stamina very quickly in FNF. I realized that in EU3, and I was an assistant, so you know, I had some extra rockets for a guy.
Is that
But
when you went
otherwise,
Why'd you
no,
say
I was Iander's AT assistant. But
I had some extra rockets for a guy.
Shush your mouth.
That's what you said. So don't even shush me. Shush yourself.
But otherwise, I think both teams, excuse me, they're gonna probably get within a few hundred meters of this before contact start. You also see the lasers going up on Op 4, but I'd be really curious to see if we see any laser PIDing ability here for Blue 4 to try to sneak up on dudes. But we still have 8 minutes left on this round, and I am honestly out of things to talk about. We've gone over the AO, we've gone over the factions. What's left to talk about?
Not much, and we're gonna have a lot of time to just shoot the shit while they run a kilometer plus to the AO, but this is also gonna take forever because they gotta get to 100. Oof.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you?
I'm fine. Just gonna stream some mission development after this. Try to, again, keep the front log going and stop coming up with new ideas to run at later dates. What about you?
I'm doing all right. Yesterday,
NVGs would work with their sites, yes. Might not work for the marksman site, though.
I remember working on this. I should probably finish this up before I switch over to Premiere. I opened it up and I was, oh, it's done. That's pretty good. Just needs subtitles. I was like, okay. So I cleaned it up a little bit, made it up, trimmed the fat, and because you take a look at a video after a few days, and you're like, oh, you get some extra ideas, and so I now have another non-Arma video ready to go.
That reminded me, I don't think I've scheduled tomorrow's upload on Liru Shenanigans yet, so thank you for reminding me. I've got a FNF highlight comp to put up before I put your newest one up, or it might have been Ems's. I already forget.
I think it's Ems's because my newest, well, not my newest one, but yeah, I still need to do the.
So it's Nordy for Blue 4
I actually still need to do
versus Cullen on Op 4.
It's at like 18 minutes.
Cullen does not have a 2IC, and Daniel is the Blue 4 2IC from Ramadan.
I'll splice them out and put them into leftovers. How about that?
Sounds good.
All right, and then then schedule those and switch over to Premiere. The other day, like Wednesday and Thursday, and well, yeah, I'd say over the past week, I've sorted, organized, and thrown away, all collectively, about 800 gigabytes of footage.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I deleted at least 300, and like the rest was like literally all my streams since I started recording them back in August on Streamlabs. I sorted all of them into their relative folders, so I'm very happy.
All right, so I'm gonna go down the roster and I'm gonna point out who's who and where we are gonna see more of the veteran players on and try to make a prediction of who's gonna win. So, excuse me, Jesus. God damn it. Sorry about that, just had a random coughing fit. So, Nordy, I'm not gonna lie, don't recognize him. Daniel, I'm not gonna be mean. I'm just gonna say, Daniel, I haven't seen it done anything outstanding for ops. I do know that he has done a lot of FNF with Myrmidon, who've been here for over a month. 4IB, I've seen do some amazing things, but I've also seen them get their asses kicked. So again, I would say in the same boat as a group like Myrmidon. But when they first came in, Barb, you remember, like the first round they debuted and they kicked a shit ton of ass, you know?
Who, 4IB or Scandy?
4IB.
Yeah, 4IB. Their debut was incredible. They performed really well.
Yeah, Sintram's right. Nordy did shoot down the helicopter in round 1, but he is now ground commanding, and those are two very different roles. You can be a good player in PvP, but you can be a shit commander and vice versa, so we'll see what happens there. But honestly, there doesn't really need to be any tactics for this one. It's just get in the AO and hold it. You don't really have to command anything. It's just going to come down to who has the better PvP skills and who's able to drop who first in this nighttime environment, because I haven't seen NVGs use an FNF ever, to be honest. So this will be interesting.
It was asymmetrical with night vision in it.
Yeah, but only one side had the night vision, and you can take a wild guess on who won. So yeah. So let's see. We got Severe, veteran player. See him do PvP stuff all the time. He's a great guy and a great commander. Mito is a veteran, Tarnfolk's a veteran, Varmok's a veteran, Felix, Dr. Killinger, all veterans. Fun Guy is a vet, Grab's a vet, Wiki's a vet. If you're watching this back and I don't call you out, I'm sorry. I'm just basing off on who I've seen do crazy things in the past. That again are outstanding.
You didn't take it out on me.
Gorski is a vet. Casey I've seen a while, but I don't recall anything outstanding. Same with Robertson. Sholin's a vet. Shupless is a vet. Montgomery's a vet. CO, top 10, working with T5 Bay.
So many veterinarians in here.
Funny. Hudson is a vet. Drake I've also seen do a lot. Buckets and Vargren, again, in my top 10. T5 Bay, second best, I'd say. Nielsen's a vet. Ash Swola are also two really big players. Major Cullen, again, with Task Force 121, I've seen them do really well, and I've also seen them get fucked. So, again, could be either way. Hassinger, I know, is a vet. Potato, nothing outstanding. He does well for himself, though. Same with most of TSB. I've seen moments where they do really well, and I've also seen them get screwed in a few situations. But I know based off what we do in TSB, they have the tactics to survive and at least not run into open fields and die. Hopefully, because they still do it all the time in ops, so I'm a bit tough on them. But I'm sure they'll do well. Mountain, good pilot, vet player, a little bit of a wild card sometimes. Cosmonaut's a vet. Martin, I mean, he's the server dev for Friday Night Fights. Anderson runs NA, so obvious vet. Logan, crazy wild card. He is in my top 10 as number 10 because when his stuff works, it wins the game. But he is, I've also seen him jump out of helicopters on accident and kill himself. So, Brennan's a vet. Jemai I haven't seen. Bridges is definitely a vet. Nutty Person, Cool Breeze. Misu is crazy. Misu will pull some crazy maneuvers, but I know also likes to play medic.
Absolutely. Wait, Misu or Miso?
MISU. Playing on Bravo 2 medic. Poe I've also seen, I would consider a vet. Kevin is part of 121. I have seen him do some good stuff, though. Stewart's a vet. Pickles, I want to say is a vet, but not as long as other people here that I've called vets. Wuna's really good. Porter, oh, that section just completely disappeared. I mean, I think they just merged with that other group. Pierce, definitely a vet in my top 10. Stanners and Koak also in the top 10 there. Twig King, really good player. Green Shade, really good. Pop Tart, really good. So Slow has been doing really well tonight. I will point that out. I've seen So Slow do a lot of good stuff, not just in NA, but EU. Luso's been a good player. Paladin, part of Myrmidon, decent player. Olaf is the guy from FK that always shows up. He's a good guy, though I will admit I haven't seen anything outstanding from him. Sideways is from the 501st, who is probably in a different group by now because everyone's leaving the 501st these days. He's done some, I wouldn't say like super outstanding stuff, but in a 1v1 he tends to win the fight. So that's all you need sometimes. As long as you can get one kill and be productive like that and contribute to the team, you're a good player in my opinion. Coda, I think he used to have a bigger name, but he does really well. And everyone else, I just haven't seen anything crazy yet, but there is the mission starting. Op 4 in a lot of groups here, I think deployed by squad. You've got X, which is the recon group with the marksman rifle, kind of the closest to the objective as they charge in. Blue 4, though, I'm really surprised that we didn't see groups kind of go right at the middle edge area to minimize the amount of distance they had to move in. But I think Blue 4... it's really hard to tell who's going to get in there first. It's going to be close. It's going to be very, very close. I mean,
obviously, because they're
So
on
Slow
foot,
totally
they don't
new.
have to care so much about the terrain and all that.
He's been doing well from what I've seen.
You know, that kind of evens it out. But yeah, it's going to be pretty even when they get up there.
Logan is the thin line.
I think Red 4 is actually going to have the advantage if they're, assuming they get there at the same time, because they have that little factory building to work around, whereas Blue 4 is going to be a lot more exposed, kind of got some rocks, but once they get past the little rocks on the northeastern side, then they don't have a ton of really room to work with.
So 2 things I want to point out that were said in my chat. Logan is the definition between the thin line of genius and insanity. I agree with that 110% with what he does. And Nemesis is telling me that So Slow literally learned T-FAR and Ace Medical yesterday. And for that, he's done exceptionally well for learning that stuff within 24 hours. Like, the plays I've seen him do, he's got a quick mind and I guess a fast working computer, because he's been winning his PvP fights.
And that doesn't necessarily mean that he has a fast computer. I mean, a decent one at least.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Malik
He's able to process it quick, but I can also see that because where there was gunfire, he wasn't processing that it was enemy gunfire, which means he hasn't played a lot to know what weapons are what yet. So I completely understand, but for the fact that he's only been on for 24 hours of learning all the modded stuff, he's done pretty fucking well for himself. All right, so I think X-Ray is going to get into the AO first. 2 people should be enough to capture the sector, but it's going to be a bit slow. Based off of this, OPFOR has a lot more guys closer to the AO, and they do have that factory building, as you mentioned, to get in and entrench early on. Blue 4 just has way too many guys that started off on the far northern corner, and they're still doing a really slow fold-in. So OPFOR is going to have the advantage from the get-go, but with this being on a hill, Blue 4 can get a lot of guys right up here on the edge and start shooting out lights to try to take it back.
I'm not entirely sure if they're going to try that. Like...
Oh, dude, I just realized something. There's an airport light on top of the radar dome. You can't shoot the lights out on that thing, though.
Can't you? I'm pretty sure you can.
Not on that one. I've tried.
No, I don't think so, because I've used that. I used that light on the op on Thursday, and the Logi person, the person who played Logi, they went, yeah, I just spent like an hour shooting out lights at the airport. So... I think you're just a shit shot.
Funny. Well, I mean, if someone wants to shoot out the lights here, by the way, Iota Lolo entering in first for TSB here. Op4 is going to start capturing this. But I assure you, those lights are not going to be shot out by the end of the op, because that one cannot be destroyed. It's the red light one.
If you say so.
All right. So we're going to see the sector turn in. I'm hoping we get a pop-up here to see the point values for Op4 and Blue 4.
We should.
If they made the mission right.
Going to have a big advantage. I don't know why there's such a big Blue 4 force to the north. That's
because they started in the corner, but instead of running directly southwest into the AO, they just ran direct southwest and completely overshot the AO. So, question mark.
Again, like, these people have GPSs.
Yeah,
they have...
No. Let me explain. They've got, Blue Force tracking, and they can see their position and everyone else on their team's position on the map, and if they're down, they get an orange color for their character. So they would know, and there we go. Op4 has the sector, and the point value is going to tick up. And it's ticking up quickly. I just saw the 1-2 transition be very, very close, and we're starting to see some tracers flying here. I would assume they turned up the time it takes for those points to crack up, or it's up to like 50 or something, because if it's up to 100, it's going to take a while. T5 Bay getting the first kill of the night.
We're already at 3, yeah.
It's a little quicker.
Time.
But
it also might be different because there's only 1 point, but yeah.
So T5 Bay for Blue 4 knocking somebody out. That was Stewart. As we have the rest of T5's Bay teams coming up, trying to stop this Op4 counteroffensive towards the east here. Blue 4, meanwhile, RPG 26 by Jess going into Clear Tape and Fungi's position. Clear Tape getting his head blasted off by one of the riflemen over here. I'm trying to see who got the kill. It was Twig King. So we got Wiki and Iota within meters of each other. Iota going on top of the ROP. Wiki spotting him. Missing his shots, though. Iota might adjust here.
Good kill so far.
And Wiki eventually gets the drop on Iota, but that a little messy there, and he gets double tapped by someone in the rear over here by Lurch.
Good grenade. Takes down Wiki. Very nice. Luso tries to go for the spray down, but
Tato died.
Some evasive maneuvers unintentionally.
Twin King getting dropped. So far, I've been seeing them trade 1-to-1 even here, and there's no numbers advantage on either side. And this is just the skirmishes on the outside area.
Impactful.
And Blue 4 is, they've got a large force, and they're going to come right up to the objective, but Op 4 is entrenched now. So we'll have to see who wins the western attack here. I think it's going to be Blue 4, based on the numbers. We also have Bravo doing a wide flank to the west, but I don't think this is going to be a win by points. I think the battle's going to be over when we start seeing a numbers advantage start to come up. And we are starting to see Blue 4 shooting out some of the lights on the outside.
Yes, they are. They absolutely are.
All right.
Surprise.
Nope, you're right. They did. Okay, it's the red lights that you can't shoot out on that thing, though.
Yes, the red lights you can't shoot out.
Yep,
but
that was what I was remembering. Okay.
So
Luso getting some shots on Felix, but Felix returns fire and knocks out Luso's head there. Lolo and So Slow. Fucking rhyme. Trying to hold off the Western group here. I amuse myself over the dumbest things. And all of the lights have been shot out.
Yep.
So it is now purely a night vision fight. Op 4 has that gray camo that makes him darker, and then Blue 4 has the white camo with the black vests and backpacks. So it's a little easy to PID. You either shoot the fully darkened gray guy or the white and black guy. So even though it's nighttime and everything has a tint of green, things can be seen. Robertson trying to pick off Bridges here. Cool Breeze, though, covering Bridges and knocking him out. But we just saw Drake shoot out Bridges' guy on the left, only to be shot at by Coda, but Coda was unable to get the kill. Cool Breeze now shooting up, getting a second kill on somebody. Brennan, no, it was Anderson that might have assisted there as well. And Blue 4 beginning their attack here, but Op 4 has the numbers advantage. Cool Breeze getting knocked out on the rock. Yep.
On the western side, we have 6 people for Blue 4 now. They're going to be doing backhand blows. That, I guess, was their plan coming in from the north. And
that is Bravo Blue 4.
Yeah.
Drake getting killed.
A little backhand blow action. So some tactics coming out. Get the last round of the night.
Hudson getting suppressed by Anderson. At this rate, people are just reacting to other people's muzzle flashes. So the best strategy that you can do... Oh, Collins getting the server admin in the back of the head, Hillary Clinton style. I love it. And the server admin didn't see it coming. So by the way, Ash has knocked out a shit ton of dudes and just got a kill on somebody. It might have been T5 Bay. I think he is. Nope, T5 Bay is still up. He is a medic in the back. I think it was the machine gunner that was down on Blue 4 that got all those knockouts. Kevin waking back up. Pickle still down. Woona knocked out. And now you're seeing the waves of disconnect as people die because this is the last round of the night. Yeah. But so far, I mean, this looks pretty even. I would say Blue 4 has a slight numbers advantage here because a lot of Op 4 guys have been picked off on the outside.
I'm just looking at the map.
Collins running up, getting another Hillary Clinton on Poe. He's going to get another Hillary Clinton on Bridges, but it runs out of ammo as Bridges tries to hit him, and Bridges runs out of ammo, and Collins just running up with his handgun. Apparently didn't finish the reload and then gets Bridges. Oh my gosh.
He hit the reload and then switched, so once he was done, he switched to pistol, so now he's got a full mag.
RPG's coming in. Collins lined up and saw Liquid and another guy, but the other guy died. Liquid's still up, though, and Collins running in. This is the type of PvP you need to see in order to win these types of fights.
Collins is double checking, but
Collins double taps. Coda,
Coda, gotta get Coda. Take down
gets dropped by Coda's 240 Bravo, but Collins, I mean, going 4, if not 5-1 right there. Definitely doing favors for Blue 4 there. That was a really good play, really good call for Blue 4 to get behind where Op 4 was setting up and take them out. And Op 4 still has no idea because you got Collins looking to watch the east while he still has guys really close to his southwest. He just hasn't been spotted yet. RPGs being fired. I cannot tell if it's a 72A or 26. But Op 4's internal garrison still strong, but...
Wait, did you say it's 72A?
Yeah, the law.
Oh.
Because the AT went off, so someone shot that. I couldn't tell if it was an RPG-6 or a 72A. That's what it is, Barb. Why? What'd you think?
No, because you said 72A. I thought you were talking about a T72A. I was like, what the
No.
fuck? No. Because it's an M72A6. So there's a 6.
I just called it a 72. But anyway, Ash running around over here. Op4 still having 2 down. Kevin is trying to get him up, but he's a machine gunner, and there's no medic nearby to help them. Meanwhile, Porter got behind Gorski and hit him, but didn't double tap him. I think Porter, nope, he's not going to do it now. So Gorski could still potentially wake back up, but a grenade coming really close to Porter, blowing up in his face and crippling his legs.
Take a look at the map again. Like, half the server's already dead.
Yep. Porter now trying to deliver some shots, knocks out one of the blue 4 guys. Gorski wakes back up, though, and gets some revenge. That is why you have to double tap.
A very loose encirclement for blue 4 around the point, but...
Yeah, but blue 4 is...
a decent chunk of red 4 off to the north, and...
Yep.
Yeah, and still a great number inside the building itself. I think blue 4 is screwed here.
Blue 4 tried to breach on this building, but I see a lot of dudes down on the southern side. You got War Dog walking in now, but Op 4 is camping the little openings and angles on the second story of this building. And that's going to allow them to hear Blue 4's footsteps going downstairs. I'm really surprised Hassinger and Sideways didn't turn around to shoot War Dog in the face. If War Dog were to look up, he would see this guy.
Oh my god, yeah, it's this building. I remember this from Malon's Metro Op. Yeah,
he would be able to shoot both of these guys in the head, but War Dog doesn't notice at all. Sideways finally notices. War Dog comes in, but is taken out by Mags.
Very nicely done.
So yeah, this building, it's the Contact DLC radar building that you also see in, actually I'm not sure if it's in DayZ, but T5 Bay coming in. I would argue he's the best player on the server. And as streamers curse, yay!
Hey, we both got 1 today.
I don't even know what killed him.
I think it was Hassinger up top. No, it wasn't, because Hassinger doesn't have a kill, but it was one of the people up top got a keyhole. It might have been Sideways.
I don't know how, though, because there's no... Oh, yes, it was Sideways. All right, yeah, no, he saw from the second story. I didn't notice that.
Yep, that vertical combat. That is the one thing that always gets people.
So Op4 honestly has a pretty sizable ratio on Blue 4 right now.
6 Blue 4, and there's more than 6 Blue 4 in the building itself.
Yeah, no, you're...
Or red 4, whatever.
You're right. Wow.
You never say that.
It's because I wasn't expecting Blue 4 to lose the Western fight, but they did. There's only one guy left on buckets.
I was expecting you to be right, ever.
And Ash is slowly crawling up. Gorski is down again. And Kane is trying to pick off Godin there.
And I'm surprised wasn't able to.
Yep. There is some smoke billowed out, though, that is blocking that line of sight, but this round has been going pretty quickly.
Yep, and that's another dead inside the building, so now they're down to 5.
6 now.
Yeah, I don't see Blue 4 bouncing back from this. They're going to be able to get some licks in, sure, but wow. What do we got here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 Op4 players still alive to the 5 on Blue 4, a 4-to-1 ratio.
Yep.
However, Germania was being shot at by a friendly. Cosmonaut getting the drop on Ash. Ash trying to do a friendly wiggle. Young Thompson, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Look at that grenade throw that Cosmonaut did.
Nice, that was a good one. Ash is relocating now.
Young, hope you can join the ops. Hope you're staying safe from COVID, and I hope you're getting a kick out of this PvP stream.
They had a great, grand strategy plan. But they're...
Oh! Ash running and crossing paths with Jamea! Jamea now trying to pursue! Ash has no idea.
Jamea misses all of their bullets.
And Mountain's shooting at Jamea!
And I love how Jamea walks through the flattened fence.
Wait, is Ash gonna check inside? Ash just got shot from Kevin. He now walks in and sees Mountain. And Mountain finishes him off. What the fuck was that?
Ash was waiting for the perfect shot when he should have just mag dumped.
Yep.
But yeah, as I was saying, Blue 4's grand strategy things was great, but when they actually got to breaching the building and retaking the point, they stagnated, they splintered off and tried doing their own thing. I saw a lot of people trying to clear a big building like this with a dozen red 4 in it by themselves.
Yeah, they weren't looking up. That was the issue.
And they weren't looking up. That would be like...
They could have gotten a lot more kills if they looked up, because Op4 didn't even notice that they were there. They just thought those were friendlies that were making those footsteps.
Yeah, and I mean it's a shame, but that is kind of what happened. They brought it on themselves almost, just not sticking together. Because I mean, it is a very tough building to clear. They would have to check every angle, look up, look left, look right, and perform like actual breaching maneuvers. But
Defender's advantage. Whoever gets there first usually wins in an even fight.
Pretty much.
Except if you're fighting Adriano, then you're screwed.
That one time that we always recall, like we're old people reminiscing about days of glory.
So Woona the medic actually found Pickles and is going to bring him back up, just adding to Op4's number advantage. All right, Sholand, Gooden, and Eagle.
Yep.
Sound like a Native American there.
Yeah?
All right. I mean, GL's going on Sholand and Gooden's position from the defensive line here. Sorry, I had a joke lined up, but my brain did a little brain fart there. So, Eagle I could see coming over and getting a few taps here, playing this really defensive, but... You can't destroy this building. This building doesn't have a destruction texture. It's invincible. Little bit of lightning. Lolo running up potentially to get behind these two Blue 4 guys.
And yeah, I honestly think it just at a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before these guys just get, because like 2/3 of the force that's still remaining has been spotted, found out, and is constantly in a state of being shrapneled to pieces.
Yep.
Eagles actually pulled back, kind of trying to re-attack from a different direction.
Trying to flank on the left, but we do have Cosmonaut behind a small little tree here. I thought he was had an angle on Gooden, but he hasn't noticed yet that Gooden is on a rock, but Gooden hasn't noticed that Cosmonaut's there. Because the camo kind of helps him blend in, and now Gooden is back on the rock, and he jumps over the fence.
You also have to remember, the difference between this op and last op, in addition to the camos, is that...
Gooden spotted, shot by Owl, and he's dead.
Yeah,
Cholan trying to suppress.
And now he's going to get rolled.
Pointman Kanan Hassinger. Drop him dead. King running into the 240 fire. I'm surprised he get hit by that. And now it is up to Eagle,
who is trying to fly away.
All right, Eagle. Die well. It's a compliment from Star Trek. All right, here we go. I'm going to watch this from his POV. And I can't put the night vision on his POV.
Yeah, despite him having nods.
Hey guys, he's over here. Come get him. Oh, Jermaine.
Wow, Jermaine
saw my light. Wow.
First bullets ricocheted, and I thought, like, I swear to God, I was about to have a stroke, but then he course corrected.
All right, now all we need is Op4 to set up right in front of Eagle every other time and get the kill, but you're already seeing a lot of movement adjusting here from those gunshots. Single fire.
Ungroup all of them and right-click next to...
On their position, yep, just charge in. Basically VCOM
yeah,
with the dynamic movement module on. Good God, but we've got Cosmonaut setting up in that angle because he heard those gunshots. Anderson doing an elaborate wide flank.
Yeah, depending on Anderson's speed, no way he sees him from here. No, you can't.
No, he's taking it cautiously. He does see Eagle from... No, there's a rock in the way. If the rock wasn't there, he would see him from there. And you got Owl, Kane, and Coda coming up to assist as Eagle slowly crawls up. But he does have Cosmonaut looking in that direction.
They got two search parties, actually. One on his right and one on his left. Pointman's coming off on his own, but...
Pointman is coming around.
Coda just spotted him, and so did King. They're homing in on his position.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, Coda definitely spotted him.
Eagle trying to crawl back, and he's going to crawl right into Coda, and Coda kills him. And there's GG.
Well, hey, quick round. That was 20 minutes of game time.
Geez, that's twice as long as how I normally last. Anyway, there is GG for the final round of FNF here on this Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Liru. This is Barb. He's the guy that normally makes the sex jokes. But otherwise, we will be back next Friday at 3 p.m. for the EU branch and 8 p.m. for the NA branch as usual. There goes everyone in the air, and we will see the server end in just a moment. There it is. But anyway,
Eastern and then 8 p.m. Eastern. You gotta specify the time zone. But yeah, bye.
I'm gonna smack him. All right, let's have a listen here, and I'll throw up the TeamSpeak. So I'm gonna transition now into making some mission files here.
Boy, was that fun.
Jesse, remember how you thought you got that guy with the rocket launcher? You had 0 kills.
Wait, what?
You had 0, I had 6.
That last round was interesting.
Jesse?
Which poor unfortunate soul managed to get doinked?
No, I had 1, didn't I? I had 1, didn't I?
No, I got doinked, and I was medding, and I would, oh yeah, medded up is like, the rest is up to you. And then I just sat pretty much assed out for most of the round. I got up, healed myself, and then I saw another guy that was down. I started healing him. He was still alive. When I stopped healing him, the top of another guy that showed up, he fucking died.
All right, guys, thanks for coming. We do appreciate it. We'll see you again next Friday.
Bye,
Anderson.
Bye, everybody. Good shit.
Hey, Mark.
All right, so that menu's gonna go away. I'm rebooting Arma. We're gonna work on the FIA up. Let me change my titles here. Let's see, what do I want to write? This is going to be... Oh, well, Arma went up, so now it's blocking me from typing. Late night mission development. Eden POV mission map. But I thank you all for joining me here. Let's reset the multi. The map is going to be Altis and TBA. Mission. We are. And let me go ahead and stop and start the recording.